See, from screaming and yelling for the last 48 hours. Niners! Woo-hoo! Smooth. Smooth, boy, I tell you what, man, you get in here, man, because I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to what anybody says about this madness that's going on. Did you see this coming? I mean, that noise. I'm in a fallout shelter. Bodies are just flying like crazy. You get hurt standing out in the open. It's incredibly crazy. I said, my God, what is it, Niners? There's reason to believe, though. I looked at each and every guy. Well, here, let's just jump right onto this. We can just say, thanks for the memories. Man. The topic tonight, NFL free agency and 49ers unexpected mass exodus sends shock through the fan base. I don't know why. How come we didn't see this coming? Because it's insane. But then again, when you think about it, which we will, and I want to know what you think, the Niners did what some believe should have been done last season by reducing debt anyway. And shedding high-priced players who weren't producing. The results to warrant such huge salaries. But we thought we had another shot. We could get back in there one more time. We could get this done this time. We learned from our mistakes and we made a lot. No, the bodies. Like I said all season, man, 49ers, how many games they played with like 2 months rest between 2018 and 2019 and 2024. They didn't take no breaks. Couple of times, a short break, but still managed getting, The penalty for such a house cleaning results into a dead cap payment in excess of $70 million. See, that's why I get confused by this whole thing. Gathering to the phones tonight for a group hug after witnessing the carnage the 49ers front office laid upon a once mighty roster. And let's attempt to make sense of it all because, it needs closure of some kind so we can move on. And instead of dwelling back in the background, oh, poor us. Oh, my God. Look, we're losing to the Rams beat us. Oh, God. Ah! So, it's all sides point toward really, what are we going to do? But it could be just the opposite. Oh, by the way, 49ers signed Mac Jones to a 2-year, $7 million deal. They give Mac Jones less than they gave Sam Darnold. Although Sam got that 1-year deal for 10. Well, fam, what could they have told Mac Jones? He's pretty young and early in his career. What could they have told Mac Jones that you will be a backup to Brock Purdy? See, fam, this is why I think the 49ers are doing these little covert missions or operations behind. They told Mac Jones, I bet you they told Mac Jones. You know what I'm thinking, don't you? Jones signed for that little bit of money, but if Brock, if he falters this year, look for Jones. Okay, I'm just saying, my own opinion. I ain't saying anybody said that. I'm just saying, I'm thinking. And quarterback Trey Brown promises the 49ers are getting a good one. Quote, I didn't know who a Trey Brown or what a Trey Brown was. Then I checked him out. Videos are everywhere. I said, word? Look at this dude. What? He got hurt, apparently. Must have been serious. I was moving so fast, going through so much information as fast as I could. I didn't take a lot of details on a lot of things. But this dude, man, he looks like, I don't want to call him a poor man's version of Mooney Ward, but he damn looks, he's on that other side of Debo. I'm starting to feel like, hey, what did we do here? Okay, he looks adequate. Been in the league, and look at these plays. I got excited. Okay, we'll wait. I'll wait to get too excited. According to Benjamin Albright, who covers the Denver Broncos for KOA Radio and well connected across the NFL, says the Niners and Brock Purdy remain far apart in their contract extension negotiations. I'm surprised, said nobody. Here we go. God. Both sides had hoped the talks would progress smoothly and quickly. However, that doesn't appear to be the case, as no deal seems close. Albright said yesterday morning on the Bay Area Radio 95.7 The Game, I don't think they're close right now. I said as of the combine, they weren't close at all, but I do believe they want to get a deal done shortly after the draft. Duh. Tell me what I don't already know. Finalizing a deal after the draft, of course, would allow BP to participate in on-field work during the Niners offseason program, which is extremely important. Oh, man, it cannot be emphasized enough how badly the 49ers need in there a couple of weeks before OTAs and risk getting caught and busted. My God, they've got a boatload of work to do to open this season this year. You got new bodies out there. I don't know who we're going to draft, but you figure there may be some potential starters. I don't know. But the thing is, you cannot be jiving around with Brock Purdy's goddamn contract. Oh, no. Both sides want to avoid the contract drama that has become an annual routine the past years with the San Francisco 49ers. Don't do it, John. I mean, you guys got Kyle out of the equation. You don't have to make all these decisions into rocket science. Get it? Oh, my God, don't do it. And also, there won't be a Bosa family reunion in the Bay Area. The Bills are reportedly signing Joe to a 1 year, it used to be Joey, now it's Joe, to a 1 year, $12.6 million deal. Joey said, look, man, I love my brother and my mom. She'll be okay. I got to get paid, baby. I haven't done anything the last few years. I'm not gonna play better than my brother. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I already know. I could get hurt. That's what I've been doing a lot of lately. So I need to get paid. I don't know how much is guaranteed. But family, here's the thing. Was it they got rid of Leonard Floyd in anticipation of getting Rick? I mean, Joey, why did you wait till? I mean, I guess it wouldn't be fair to Leonard, because if you tell Leonard, can you hold on a minute? Well, we're just bear with us, okay? And then keep them both in. Well, you did. Oh, who's gonna play on the other side of Nick now? You got to go into the draft and find a dog with pick 11. And I guarantee you that's what they're going to do now. It's over. The 49ers are not looking at an offensive lineman at 11-11. Bet money on it if you want to. I swear it's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. They need a dog, and they need a dog that barks loud and needs to be chained up at night outside. Because if he's in the house, he could take out somebody who lives there. That kind of dog is what they're going to need. Because they haven't done anything to the defensive line yet. I got a feeling it's going to be a lot of defensive line. I got a feeling they're going to trade down and go defense for two. I'm rambling. Let me stop. But that's why I say, is it Joey or bust? Drake Jackson? He could have been with this exodus of people going out, but they feel sorry for him, I guess, and they can't stand to take any more dead cap hit. If Drake comes back this year healthy, it would be a miracle. He ain't coming back. They said his injury is not healing at all. He's been laid up for 2 years. Well, fam, now it's going to look uncomfortably different this year after a mind-blowing past few days regarding player personnel. As you've witnessed, several of our favorites will be playing elsewhere next season, including Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa Hufanga, Kyle Juszczyk, Deebo Samuel, household favorites with the Niner Empire. Heroes. As Big Show says, Big Show, you need to call in tonight, man, because you know what? You ought to come in and take a bow, because Big Show's been trying to tell us the whole time, it ain't nothing but it's just a business, man. Don't be falling in love with these players. You get your feelings hurt. Mine were hurt. I just knew somehow we were going to maintain Greenlaw, but I thought Robert Saleh could get it done. Greenlaw probably said, I got to do what's best for my family. Coach, I love you, man. Coach, I don't want to go, man. I know I'm going to be more money. I go to. Yeah, so he left. And Juice, we saw that coming. Deebo, ain't a lot of crying about Deebo's exit. Other than the nostalgic reasons. I still love Deebo for all he did. It was a fun time. It was a good time watching Deebo do his thing when he was ready. But we expected this to some degree. What is hard to have any faith in is the Niners haven't made any moves in free agency that are really equal to what they lost. Yeah, well, you know what? Let's see how some of these guys look there. There's a couple of guys that come in. This guy, Trey Brown, like what I see, and I watched a few minutes. And, damn, he can play. But in fact, nothing for sure offset the high-profile losses. Fam, how serious did you take John Lynch when he spoke at the Combine? See, John Lynch comes out here with that big grin on his face and talking trash. And I call it trash because John's talking out of the side of his mouth. He's saying that, but he means something else. You know it. He meant that. And it's coming into blinding fruition. Should I say, did you fully understand what he meant? Now, I didn't really. Lynch made it clear that the team can no longer afford to hand out big contracts, especially with Brock Purdy on track to land one of the NFL's largest deals. Okay, fine, I get it. Okay, let's go. See, I went into denial mode. I didn't think he's going to just totally disassemble this team and go with the youth movement this year. Bam. I'm not going to say the word. I am not, but we are in it. I hate that word. Lynch said, just to remind you, I think since Kyle and I have been here, we've been certainly a top 5, I believe, number 2 cash spending team in the 4 years. And we know it. And I kept saying, how the 49ers affording this? And Javon Kinlaw, what, really? I mean, I liked it at the time because I remember he just came from the Eagles. He was just a monster, right? He got watered down and diluted when he came to us. Going to the 4th year, Lynch went on to say, I think we're the 4th highest cash spending team. So at some point, you have to reset a little bit or at least recalibrate. I'm still not comprehending. You can't just keep pressing the pedal, and I think there's some good that come out of. You know, as I say, when I was in denial, I kind of probably knew in the back of my mind that means we were going to see some people leave, that we're going to hurt our feelings. If you're like me, I'm very sensitive about those kind of things. Yeah, they went ahead and did it. Albert Breer. Fam, if there's anything to make you feel a little better, you know how you go get your favorite treat when you're feeling down and out? Oh, man, you go get Albert Breer. Did you see Sports Illustrated Albert Breer on the Rich Eisen show yesterday? Did you check that out? Yeah, I was feeling pretty good when I was watching that because I said, that's possible. Albert tried to offer some reassurances to us battered and bruised Niners fans who even, as we speak, are conversing with special trained police officers. All right, come down off the ledge. Listen, you got your whole life ahead of you. I'm a Niner fan. I believe in the Niners. You're going to be fine. Please, take my hand. Come off the ledge. Walk slowly. Okay, come my way now. It's going to be okay. Okay? You know, some people have problems dealing with their own emotions. But, Breer pointed out that while the Niners have had success finding talent through the draft, especially outside the first round, achieving a high level of success in that area year after year, fam, that's challenging. How many years did we say? The last year, I was kind of happy with that. I know most of us said that was a good draft last year. And it can be proven because Kyle was forced to play some of those rookies that we never would have known about until God knows when, probably this year. But fortunately, some of those kids got some burn. I'll put Ronaldo Green out on the field with any damn body. You know? I got Demo. Demo went up another notch. Since that first year we looked at Demo, man, this dude's too slow. Shit, that dude ain't too slow. Demo's a bad boy. So the secondary, and I'm looking at this dude, Trey Brown. What? Who is? Well, he's got to beat out Ronaldo. Now that's gonna be because Demo's playing, but Demo's gonna be in the slot. If I got Ronaldo on one side, I got this good Trey Brown. If he looks like what he looks like to me on that film, good God Almighty, Mooney Ward, I'm gonna miss you. I love you. I wish the best for you. But we might be all right. He did emphasize that Lynch and Shanahan have made plenty of smart decisions during their tenure, considering how much the Niners have spent in recent years, and all-season reset was inevitable. Breer continued by saying, but this is what was the logical time to do it, and if you want real encouragement, here it is for you. Oh, fam, it would got me a piece of cheesecake after I listened to watch that show. I love me some cheesecake. Peanut butter cheesecake. Buffalo Bills did this exact same thing last year. And the Bills, I think it was something like $65 million in dead cap they took on. We're above that. They got rid of a ton of guys. We did that. Question how the Bills would manage after their own roster overhaul. And you know what ended up happening? A great program carried them through. Do we have a great program? Some people would argue that. We do. We actually do. You know, if we stand back and look at other programs, we realize the 49ers do actually have a good program. It's not just plug and play, but still. Beer use of scams. Use of scams as an example. I almost turned the TV up, but I went ahead and listened. Rams, 2 years ago, same thing. The Rams 2 years ago, they ate all of this dead money. They traded away Jalen Ramsey, Debo's son. What are the Rams going to do? Well, if it was a front office, a coaching staff that made a lot of good decisions over the years, continuing to make good decisions, filling out the roster. And I will give the Rams credit. They do draft well. I will say. Oh. Ooh. Almost made myself sick. And now, what do you see? You see the Rams and Bills in a good position going forward with clean cap and a full complement of draft picks. I think that's sort of where the Niners are. Now, can they pull it off the same way the Bills and the Rams did? I am not ever going to put the Rams. I will stand back stubbornly and say Rams are dog. I mean, they will always be into that. There'll be that crap you come home and scrape off the bottom of your friggin' shoe. They talk a lot and they got 2 damn trophies in 70 years. They need to shut the hell up. Unquote. Maybe not, but there's any question, though, they got the right people in charge to pull this off. Salary cap space. So, from overthecap.com, before finalizing contracts are finalized before they can be confirmed, the Niners are somewhere in the area of $32 million. I don't understand where that money came from. They had over $100 million at one point. Oh, yeah, they probably did, though. They got rid of everybody who was getting paid. But the dead cap still hurt him badly. And in some cases, like Debo Samuel, it would have been cheaper to keep him. His macaroni cheese, big booty and all. New Niners tight end Luke Farrell. Guys, fam, please, enlighten me on some of these names. If you know anything about these people, I've never heard of Luke Farrell. Luke Gifford. Titans. Tom Pelissero says he's got a 1-year deal. Free safety Richie Grant, unrestricted free agent from the Falcons. Hey, Tony, enlighten me. Jeremy Fowler says you're going to get a 1-year contract, 1.5. DB Jason Pinnock, unrestricted free agent from the Giants. The Giants cut him. He got a 1-year deal, according to Jordan Schultz. Demarcus Robinson from the Rams. Anything the Rams throw away, I'm already suspicious. Because the Rams, well, maybe not. Demarcus didn't get the ball thrown to him very often. Because that was the year when Puka got rid of Demarcus, right? The 49ers gave him 2 years, 9.5. I guess they've got a GoFundMe account somewhere. Additions via trade, we don't have any. That could change. I don't think so. People think that a second-round tender for Jordan Mason could come into play. No, it's not. Nobody's going to give you a second-round pick for a running back. This draft is loaded with running backs. Why would I do that? A second-round pick? The 49ers didn't want to get rid of him. But then just go ahead and sign him. I guess, well, we'll see. Ben Bartz, the offensive lineman, he got a 1-year, $1.34 million. And he looked good last year as a guard. Defensive tackle Kevin Gibbons, we brought him back. Matt Burrows said he got a 1-year deal. Running back Jordan Mason, as I just mentioned, second-round tender. He's a restricted free agent. I told you about Curtis Robinson. I liked him in preseason last year. Come on, Curtis. Come on, Curtis. Well, you know what? If he looks like anything like he did in preseason, those are always false as far as regular season. Well, not always, but sometimes. But we'll see, because I like what I saw there. Patrick Taylor, he got a 1-year deal. Of course, these are all pending on whether they make the team or not. Reported interest available. Raheem Mostert. Raheem tweeted as much. Would you like to have him back? He's going to get hurt immediately. But my God, he looked good in Miami for the last 2 years. Signed elsewhere, of course, Jonathan Allen. He was 3 years, $60 million. Damn. Wow, the Vikings. Good Lord, I don't know Vikings. That's not a good deal. Joey Bosa, I don't want to talk about it. Unrestricted free agents: Brandon Allen, Devondre Campbell, Devondre Kiss, Chris Conley, Khalil Davis. I think get Khalil Davis back. Deshaun Gibson. Deshaun's still available to play. Charlie Heck. I like him. He was with the guy that was with the other guy. The two guys that came in and did a good job on the offensive line. I think Heck's worth a look. Cornerback Nick McLeod, Pat O'Donnell, tight end Eric Saubert, cornerback Rock Yassin, Isaac Yinnum. You guys can both say goodbye. Exclusive rights, free agents, 49ers have tendered each of the following players a one-year contract. Evan Anderson, that big dude that shocked everybody. I didn't know he could play. He made several plays on the field that stood out. And when they bringing him in, I thought, a project. Okay, well, let's see what we got. He's big. Let's go. Alex Barrett, Jalen Graham, Sam Okwanenu. Yes. Austin Pleasance, that's what I was thinking about. That's another offensive lineman that came in the last couple of days. And I mean that. There wasn't any season left. He came in. Him and Heck, they look good, I thought. Jake Tongas, tight end. Braden Willis, the perennial practice squad guy. Not returning. Aaron Banks, Willie Collins, Joshua Dobbs, John Feliciano retired. Demetrius Flanagan Foles. I used to love to say his name. I can't say it anymore. He got released ahead of free agency. Leonard Floyd was an accident release. Couldn't call him back. He went ahead and got a job somewhere. Where'd Leonard Floyd? Hey, where'd he go? Nice. Dre Greenlaw, of course, left to the Broncos. Javon already got a job too somewhere. I remember Talanoa Funga, the Broncos. Broncos picked up. Broncos, you liked the defense, didn't you? You said, give me some of that if you don't want it. Juice has been released. I'm not. It's happening so fast. That's why I was a little late. I was trying to keep an eye on things to see. I didn't want to get left out of anything. Elijah Mitchell with the Chiefs. Elijah, good luck to you, bro. Because, man, I always thought you could play, though. Jalen Moore got a big deal from the Chiefs as well. 2 years, $30 million. Good on him. 49er trained. Can you imagine somebody picking up an offensive lineman from us? We can't conceive of that because we were always complaining. And you already know about Debo and Mooney Ward. Mooney's with that quarterback who tapped out. With the Colts. Richards, is that him? I'll never forget. I've never heard of a quarterback. Coach, I'm tired, man. Coach, what did you say? I got to sit down. Okay, we go ahead and sit down. We'll see if I best move your ass out this year. I'm tired? Guy looks like a physical freak. How did he get to... Anyway, but what's even more funny, though, the Dallas Cowboys haven't done a damn thing. There's Texas boy running around it. If you do, nail him. The Cowboys have a diddly squad. And how many times are you going to restructure Dak Prescott? Dak Prescott has been restructured. Oh, my God, it's hilarious. Are we playing the Cowboys this year? Oh, it's the most feared team in the league. You don't want to lose to that team. Arakim. I am so sad that we never got to taste a Super Bowl victory with this group of players. And it makes those two Super Bowl losses hurt even more. This has been a rough week. But hey, Rakeem, thanks, fam. And you know what? I agree with that. I'm jumping around in my own skin because I'm trying. This really does bother me. And I feel I've got the same sentiments. That was a good group. Can we ever get that good again? I kind of trust the 49ers front office and their ability to pick up players. But that was a good group. Damn it. Darius, come on in, man. And make some. What is your opinion of the madness? The players that left, the players are coming in, and your assessment on this whole thing.
Yeah. To me, outside of losing Dre, I really don't care. I want to use Chet Gone. He's 35 years old and he gets paid a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
For he was good when we had a different type of scheme. We brought in Luke Farrell to do basically what he does, except now we're going from the 21 personnel to a 12 personnel, because Kyle Juszczyk couldn't block in 12 personnel, right? So we didn't have another tight like Eric Saubert was terrible. He couldn't block. People forget how as bad as Charlie Warner was receiving wise, he was a really good blocking tight end.
He was. Mm.
So when we lost him, I think we lost him this year, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Last year.
Last year, yeah. So it was, So it and with the way our offense is trending, Kyle Juszczyk is completely, he's obsolete.
Yeah.
You have no use for Juszczyk. Hufanga, I like Hufanga as a guy, but outside those 8 games in 2022, he's been, he hasn't been good. Even in 2023, he wasn't that great. And he towards ACL, and this year he's been up and down battling with injuries. Mooney, we knew he was going. I liked Mooney a lot. He was a great player, but we knew he was gone.
Yeah.
And then Aaron Banks, I have no idea how Aaron Banks got $20 million a year. He's a third highest paid left guard. He is so. My God.
Jalen Moore. I had
Jalen Moore too. I mean, I will give Jalen Moore credit though, because when he came in for Trent, like you really wouldn't notice it as much. You know what I'm saying? So it's not
true.
I think Jalen Moore is a better player than Aaron Banks, but giving a guy $15 million a year for like 5-6 games played is insane. But Aaron Banks getting $20 million a year is insane.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna get that money from us.
But yeah, I think this is the off season that we needed to have. I wanted this type of off season. Look, to me, the only big loss is Dre Greenlaw. You saw he played in that Rams game. Can his body continue to hold up though? I really don't know. He's always had injuries. Even in 2021, he basically missed the whole year, which is where we saw the ascension of Aziz. So, I'm going to miss him, but these were all necessary moves, in my opinion. These were all necessary moves. We can't keep paying guys and latching on to, like, oh yeah, these guys are going to get us to a Super Bowl, but we never won a Super Bowl with these guys at the end of the day. We can't be the Saints who are paying Cam Jordan $18 million a year in year 17, who hasn't had over 3 sacks in like 6 years. We can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't be doing this. We just got to move on. Buffalo did it. LA did it. Like, all these great teams that you have to hit in the draft. And, this draft is going to be massive for us. I think we got like over 10 picks.
Well, more than that. They act 4 compensatory picks also. So
I think 11, 12 picks, something like that.
Yeah.
So, we saw how the Rams were able to hit on those mid-round picks and even have first-round picks. Kansas City is able to continuously get guys that's, in the draft and sign low-key guys in free agency that can, play within the scheme and fit within the scheme and, contribute. You don't always need big-name guys, you know what I'm saying, to be able to play defense. You saw in 2020 when our defense was Fred Warner and Kerry Hyder, how that was still a top 8 defense. So with Salah back, you don't need all these big names. These big names at the end of the day brought us nothing. So, I think Trey Brown. I really like Trey Brown coming out of college. I think in 2021 I wanted him, but we took Ambry Thomas instead. So that it is what it is. And then in 2023 I think that was the only year he was healthy. He was really good. He was a press corner. His best games were against AJ Brown and Jamar Chase that year. So, if he can stay healthy, I think with our coaching, he's like a DJ Reed type almost. So we know how DJ Reed was able to, get his career going. So
is he
but other
younger
than that,
than DJ?
I think a lot of the
No, he's a little.
I think he's 27. I don't know.
Because I like the comparison.
Anything is better than Isaac Yiadom, in my opinion. Isaac Yiadom is terrible. So as long as I don't have to watch him. But yeah, I mean, these were all necessary moves, in my opinion. You're gonna hear a bunch of people today whining, "Oh, how we let this guy go? How we let this guy go?"
Maybe not.
Like, I get it, man. Those are some good times, but we just got to move on. Like, great teams don't hold on to. You saw Kansas City last year. How good was goddamn, what's his name? L'Jarius Sneed. He was probably the best corner in the NFL last year. They traded him for a 3rd-round pick, which because you just can't keep paying guys. Look, they moved on. They draft well. That's what we gotta do. This draft, I want like 10 different defensive tackles, bro. That's all I want.
Hey,
You're
hey, you
still
know
going
what?
to hear people talk
I
about
was
offense.
thinking the same thing. Worry about the offensive line, yes, but give me some mean, bad dudes. I want the quarterback to be scared every time he says, "Oh, wait, time." You know, I want him to be afraid.
Yeah.
So, you know,
We need D tackles. We need D tackles. But again, people are going to say we need offensive line. We need offensive line. But man, like look at last year, for example. I want to say 9 offensive linemen were taken in the first round. How many of them are better than Dominic Cooney? None of them. Offensive line is really hard to. A good college offensive lineman is really hard to have. It's really hard for them to find success in the NFL.
gotta have good scouts.
It's really hard. If you can, so it's like, why are we, and this is not even a great offensive line class. So as a fan base, can we please stop clamoring for offensive linemen? Like, go get me Walter Nolan. Go get me Shamar Stewart. Go get me somebody like that can make an impact on a defensive line, who can be a prospect, because I don't know. I need D tackles. That's our I think our weakest position right now. We have no D tackles.
Last 2 years.
So
But
to me, this
you
has been
want
a
to get
great
that
offseason
unblockable
so far.
dude, just like the Eagles did. And Howie Roseman is my friggin' hero. Makes a fool out of another GM every year and picks up the best players in both free agency and the draft. You need what Mahomes got was a Howie Roseman production. That's what I'm saying. You got to do that.
Yeah.
You don't worry so much about offense. The emphasis should be on the defense. Kill them, and then you do a minimum amount of work on offense. Game. I'm with that. See, Darius, we got to stop. One more closing thought, because I cut you off there, because we got to go. Darius, did we lose Darius? Darius. All right, Darius. I'll see you. I'll see you Friday. T. Breeze, otherwise known as Trez. Jones, are you kidding me? Ronbo, come on. Why not Trey? Hey, Trez, the good question, better question is, where is he? Trey didn't get picked up by anybody. I just forgot he got released out of Dallas. Well, I don't know, Trez. I don't know. Robert, thanks, Trez, for that contribution to film. Hey, yo, Robert.
Ronbo.
Robert, I'm telling you, right? Robert, here's the thing. Everybody has said that Brock Purdy is who he is due to the fact he was surrounded by the Avengers. The Avengers now have gone solo in different areas. I mean, Spidey, all these guys, they've all went off to other places. Captain America. Well, we still got Cap. I mean, the thing is, what are we going to do here? We get a lot of guys leaving. And we've got to now depend on picks of the last 2 years. We're going to get some more picks. We're basically using that word that I hate to refer to now, suddenly, without warning. What are you thinking?
So basically, he went from the Avengers to the DC comic.
That's which I
That's exactly what he went to. Oh man, I don't even know what to say. Because you know what? 6 starters, 6.
I know, right?
Gave away. Look. And then you look at the bigger picture. I mean, I get it. I see what they're doing. They're trying to save money, of course. But you threw away 6 starters. So basically now he's working with nobody. And I mean, this rebuild, to me, Jesus. Honestly, if you want to rebuild, in my opinion, this rebuild should have started the last season, this previous season.
Yep.
You should have started then.
Before all them dudes
got now what you're basically saying is you're going to run Christian McCaffrey into the ground or whatever you're going to do with that. What are you going to do with that?
I mean, it's exactly what Kyle's going to do.
Like, what are you going to do? Like, CMC is injured, so it's like, what are you really going to do? I mean, I get it. You're trying to rebuild to see what Brock Purdy really has and, all his capital and if he can really hold up a team here and there. But,
it's asking too much.
It's clearly a rebuild. And then, I mean, Salah, if the defense isn't great, Salah's going to get the blame for it. Is he really going to be there long term? We don't know. He just brought him back. I mean,
go have the defense on the field all day.
Yeah,
maybe.
it's gonna be a mess.
Robert, one thing though, Shannon's been they've taken some things off of his plate. If he completely focuses on offense, historically he's been famous for being the MacGyver of coaches. He can take a stick, a piece of tape, and a glass of water and turn that into a nuclear bomb. You know what?
Right.
It used to be the way it was. But he got comfortable because he had so many fiends on the team. He didn't have to work hard. He will now. And I got a feeling we may see some of that from the old Shanahan renew itself this year. We'll see.
But see, look, true enough. That's very true. But at the same time, can Brock Purdy deliver? Because when everybody went down,
Shannon will put him in position, hopefully.
Yeah.
That he
when
can't
pressure
feel.
comes.
Yeah, I see the pressure moments on
pressure comes. Yeah. Yeah.
I know. Well, he's got Juwan Jennings
and
George Kittle, so maybe okay.
Hey, Ronbo. Hey, so the homie Vince wanted me to ask you.
Wait,
he's gonna change your background.
Oh, Robert, that's you. Oh, we didn't change the background. What do you mean about
Joe Montana?
You want to put something else up there? What?
He said, "No, my homeboy." He said, "When are you gonna change it?"
No. Joe's a permanent fixture. That's a Hall of Famer. So I got to put a Hall of Famer next to Joe. But look, every time I put Jimmy up there, and I got death threats. You remember? So I said, the next time I put somebody up there, he's gonna be so rock solid. Can't nobody bother me. And I put a whole year without putting one up there. Robert, you got a suggestion you want me to put up there?
They said you should put Patty McDaddy.
Patty McDaddy?
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes plays for the Chiefs. I can't do it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just passing the message along.
Well, tell him thanks. And but Patty McDaddy got whooped to death here a few weeks ago. So I got a feeling he'll make his way back, though.
Speaking of them, they're Speaking of them, they actually are getting worse.
I know.
As we speak right now, they're giving away key players too.
Yep.
So, but at the same time,
do it with the high price quarterbacks.
Gino went to the Raiders, and then Devontae went to the Rams. So basically, it's just you versus Rams in this division. That's it. Oh boy,
man! Hey, Robert, look out for the Cardinals. Though I keep like I saw Detroit coming. The Cardinals are not going to be denied every year. I see them. I was worried about them last year, and they came on pretty powerful, but they fizzled out. They have a problem. They say in the beginning of the season, if a team starts out gate hot, it's usually the personnel. If the team fizzles in the second half of the season, it's usually the coaching. So, let us see what happens. I don't know. Cardinals scare me. Every time we play them, we have a hard time.
But I don't think the Cardinals, they may do a little bit better, but I don't even see them as a threat. I just see them as, honestly, you know what? I see them the same way I see Detroit and the Vikings. Like, they look good in the regular season, but it's just when they get to the playoffs, Sam Darnold. When they get to the playoffs, Jared Goff.
Yeah.
It's just, it's regular season.
Yeah. And the Rams are probably going to look good. Stafford, I hate to admit it, they gave him Devontae. That's a serious weapon. Do you know if anybody picked up Cooper Kupp or no? No, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with Cooper Kupp. They don't make any sense. They didn't even try to trade him. There's been no word on him. I think what the Rams are asking for, people think it's a little bit too much. Something like Hendricks over in Cincinnati, they're asking for too much. So Hendricks, did they finally cut him loose? So anyway, some owners or GMs think you can just, I want your firstborn, damn it. Ain't nobody, man. What you trying to get rid of him or what? And they don't. Yeah. So they could just release him. And people are waiting for that. I thought Kupp would be released today. Not yet, I guess.
That's what I heard. I thought that they were, well, I don't know if they did it now, but I heard that they were releasing him.
They were supposed to. So there's going to be a lot of waivers for him, though.
It's just like, I don't know. It seems like, well, obviously the cap went up, but it's like all the owners and the teams, they just want to save money and go. They don't want to pay out the big money, but yet want the players. It's like they want to get rid of you before you get your max, in a sense, or you're up for your max, a big contract.
I know. It's really, there's some words I can apply to that. I won't say
it's really weird.
That sucks. We got to go, Robert. I'm going to be back Friday, and let's see what happens next, because you know it ain't over yet. So I'll see you Friday.
Oh, yeah.
All right, fam.
Oh, yeah. Stop. All right, fam.
Appreciate you, Robert.
$5. Yes, sir.
There he goes. Hey, all right. Hey, Darius, we lost you there for a second, so I guess we want to properly say goodbye to you.
My bad. Yeah, no, I was just draft D tackles, man. That's one of the most important positions that we need, man. It's that simple. But like I said, outside of that, I like the off season so far.
There's a lot of misdraft too. A lot.
I really just hope we don't overpay Purdy, man. I just really hope we don't overpay Purdy.
They gave him an offer. He refused. So we'll see what happens next. All right, Darius. I'll see you Friday, fam.
Yes, sir, man. Have a great day, man.
You too. Thanks, Darius. Here. This is what we need. We need Bill. Bill, come on in, Bill. I love his twist on these matters, especially. He's going to say something about Frank Gore.
Can you hear me?
Bill, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, for the last guy, don't pay Purdy. He should be traded. We got Mac Jones now. We're rebuilding, Ronbo.
Yeah, I didn't want to use that word, but yeah, I don't. You can't call it anything else. It's we got rid of everybody.
We're not going to Super Bowl. We're lucky to get 5 wins this year.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
That's the honest truth. I mean, and when I'm seeing they got rid of Juszczyk, I'm really worried about Kittle and what was his name, Christian McCaffrey and Trent Williams. There's been talk of Trent Williams is going to be the next one.
But to be cut loose
or trade it.
You know, I wonder what you could get for Trent. Maybe at the mid-season point, if he looks like he's laboring, missing all kinds of games. Did you notice everybody on that list that the 49ers got rid of stays on the IR? So between the 5 I got up there, I would suggest they've missed over 100 games since 2019 combined.
I mean, honestly, to think about it, it would be fair for Trent Williams just to trade him or let him go because we're rebuilding. The man's almost done with his career. He needs a Super Bowl ring. We're not going to offer that this year.
Yeah, but
we ain't going to offer a Super Bowl ring. I mean, they ain't doing nothing. They let Joey Bosa go to the Bills.
They didn't let him go. Bill, how much would you?
We see what they're doing.
Yeah, but how much would you have paid Joey Bosa? I wouldn't have paid him 12.6. But the boundary would have been 10 for me.
You know, we're rebuilding, so we ain't gonna pay him nothing. We're rebuilding.
No,
this
Joey's
is nothing but a rebuild.
Bill, see the guys. I could have put Joey's picture up here too. Joey gets hurt. Joey has strung together 5 or 6 games in a row in 3 years. You got to be careful paying these guys all this money, and they're not going to be there.
Well, he would have put it together on our team. We didn't give the guy a chance. But
Detroit versus everybody.
Well, fortunately, you guys might do something. I give you credit on that. Just this year. That's it. Coming up. You better do something. The window's closing, Detroit.
No, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. They lost some people. Bill, the thing is, though, you got to get healthy bodies out there. We cannot sit and hold our breath every year for guys that go out there and maybe play 3 or 4 weeks and they're gone. At least you don't want to know that in advance. Every last one of these guys, I knew they weren't going to, except for Juice. Juice has been pretty solid. But the rest of these guys, all of them are going to get hurt. And
Juice wasn't injured. There was no reason to get rid of Kyle Juszczyk.
No, well, he's become obsolete. His position has finally hit us. We used to be one of the only teams that used the fullback the way we did. We're no longer doing that now. But but they could use him in other ways. I thought Juice was a good player. Otherwise, other than a fullback, we're not using that position.
Well, with that being said, we're rebuilding Ronbo, and we need to go get Jerry Rice's boy Brendan Rice and get rid of Brendan Ayuk. We're rebuilding. Brendan Ayuk needs to be the next one on the list. We need to trade him, and if Brock Purdy don't take the contract cut, then we need to trade him or let him go because we got Mac Jones. We're rebuilding. We're not going to the Super Bowl. We need to get some guys we can train, get ready, that's young and healthy. Did they not say they want young and healthy, right?
Yeah. You know, Bill, the thing I was laughing about is earlier I thought to myself, you guys went and got Mac Jones. Is there some problem up in the office talking to Mrs. Purdy's baby boy? How come? Mac Jones he's not expensive though. And Kyle liked him when he picked up Trey.
No.
Stay tuned for this.
That was Kyle's guy before Trey Lance. I told you Mac was coming. Nobody believed me. I told you when Mac came.
I did not disbelieve you. I thought because he's a Kyle Shanahan kind of guy. I thought, but then everybody said we're tired of doing Kyle Shanahan kind of guys. Go get a mobile quarterback to create, get out of the pocket and make things happen. So
that ain't happening. You know what? If we're going to suck, we might as well go ahead and get some young guys. We're built on the O-line. Let the guys that we've been holding on for a while go and get Brendan Rice and hold out for Archibald Manning. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Mac Jones is not going to cut it. Brock Purdy without weapons ain't going to cut it. We need to start looking forward for the future. And so it's the office. We can't get mad at Kyle. This is a York thing. So I can tell you to put on the wall. Put Jed York on the wall. He wants to run the team like Jerry Jones.
Idea.
He likes Jerry Jones. He likes to be like Jerry Jones. Put him on the wall. You want to be famous? Go ahead. You want to cut your coaches? Don't blame them when we suck. Put Jed York on there. You're the next MVP, punk.
No, Jerry Jones is in a class by himself. Now, don't call my owner that. Now, that's just wrong.
No. See, I'll tell you what happened. Jed York called Jerry Jones.
Hey, Bill, I don't want to cut into your conversation, but this is Shanahan's fault. Let the team pay these players. This is Shanahan. Don't blame Jed. Jed sit back and let them pay these players. Don't do that, dude.
All right, hold it. Save it. All right, save it. Let Bill finish. All right, Bill, go ahead. Because do you believe that? Is it Shanahan's fault?
Y'all would have put the blame on Kyle. So who are you going to have after Kyle's gone? Since he wants to come up there, who's the next coach?
Yeah,
let him cut him in. I want to hear his comment. Who's he got after Kyle?
All right. Emilio, who you got picked up to take over Kyle's slack after you get rid of him?
Kyle?
Yeah.
Shit, this is a big question. I wanted Pete Carroll. I told you I wanted Pete Carroll, but at this point you really don't know because ain't nobody out there at this point I got to say.
All right.
We don't know.
All right.
But
hold on.
You got Robert Saleh as the next guy? He might be the next coach.
Bill, we're going to run out of time. Listen. Let's go because the phone is piling up here. We'll see you Friday.
Give me a Niners shout out, man.
You know
I'll come in and talk my opinion on Friday.
A Niner! Bill, you came in and delivered just like I knew you would. Jed York on that wall,
York
baby.
On there, man. You want to be the star? Go ahead, York. You got the table. Run it later.
Bill, that would be the funniest thing, Jed York. And Aaron, what? Oh, hell, 49ers signed Mac Jones. How excited are you? I'm numb. When I saw it, I just really, John, whoever's listen. By the way, they told Kyle to go somewhere and sit down and let us handle this. You work on coaching. I don't understand. You all the things you've done. I guess you had to have a backup quarterback, and this is pretty cheap. So okay, I understand. I don't. There's not the needle doesn't move either way. It just stands right there. For old time's sake, could you sing? He's just Garoppolo and everywhere he goes. K-Bell. Boom, 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 boom. He's just a Garoppolo, and everywhere he goes, people know the part Jimmy's playing. Sing for every dance, selling it. Oh, that's I always wondered, was Jimmy actually a gigolo outside of football? Funny. Let me know if you want me to do that again. I'll do that anytime. There's two things I love to do. Sing after every touchdown. Oh, he's just a Garoppolo, and everywhere he goes, people know the part Jimmy's playing. Those are the good old days. I know you don't appreciate it, but we're going 13-3 with Jimmy. Aaron. Jimmy, hey, Harold, Jimmy went back to L.A. I hate it he's over there. AAA. Come on, man. Boom, boom,
What's up, Ronbo?
boom. Like you like that? AAA, the depth of whatever you're feeling here after you watch. I almost came back yesterday, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna wait till Wednesday. Like I said, I want to see what happens next. I don't want to miss anything. I'm gonna wait. And sure enough, that beat down took place on a Santa Clara for 2-3 days solid. Monday, starting Monday. So what do you think? What do you feel about all what took place here?
Besides, outside of Trey Greenlaw,
You okay?
I mean, I was totally fine. Aaron wouldn't go because, especially like Hargraves and others, like, they were older and, so. I mean, I was okay with that, but with the
Triple thing, do you worry about filling those voids, though? Well, I like to, when you look at some teams, they have youngsters coming up that can take a veteran out. The process is always kind of hard to work with, but you want somebody to replace a guy that you can say goodbye to because he's gotten up there in age and it's time for him to go. And then you have another kid step right in, There's no kid to step in. Well, D. Winters maybe at some point could step in for a Greenlaw, but Greenlaw was a beast. I mean, it was one of a kind. But he could. I doubt very seriously he was going to make it through the whole season. I mean, my fingers are always going to be crossed. But Dre the way he played, he's going to get hurt. So, yeah, I'm with you on letting guys go. We had to. We couldn't go another year paying those high salaries with nothing to show for it. It's true.
But yeah, and and besides that, our D-line depth is paper thin.
Yeah.
And I think with that 11th pick, I can definitely see us draft the D-line.
Oh yeah, I would bet big.
That's what John mentioned.
Yeah. The most terrorizing, if they keep 11, they might trade down, but if the most terrorizing defender that's on the board at that time, he's coming to San Francisco.
Oh yeah, they're probably going to draft at least 3 defensive linemen in this draft.
Yeah, with that many picks, yeah, and they'll find that special one in round 4. Watch. It's the early round picks by the 49ers. I don't know what they do wrong, but they don't usually materialize into what they expectation, right? And then 3rd or 4th round, you get a guy like Pooney, George in the 5th round. Fred Warner was in the 1st round pick. Nick Bosa is pretty much the only guy that lived up to it. Brandon Ayuk was nearly 2nd round. He got picked at number in I think 29, 30, somewhere between 29 and 32. And Brandon Ayuk is okay. He's good. But as you know, he's laid up. So, it's just
I think Big A was the 1st round pick.
He was. But I mean, at the bottom of the 1st round, he wasn't top 15, 20. He was like in the late 20s, early 30s. So
yeah.
20, yeah.
So, but yeah, but other than that, to be honest, Rambo, I kind of like what we did in this free agency, like not too high pricey guys, like mostly like for depth. So
yeah, they always want to build through the draft. The 49ers really like Green Bay, some of your best teams always like to build through the draft. You start getting mercenaries, you overpay, first of all,
Yeah.
and then they don't look like they did when they left the organization that they were at, and oftentimes that is the case. Javon Hargrave is the best example of that. Javon was just gangbusters with the Eagles. He came to us, he looked so-so.
Yeah. And I think yesterday we signed the wide receiver from the Rams, DeMarcus Robinson.
Yeah, that's him.
I thought that was a solid signing.
You like that signing?
For a veteran.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, because I mean he may not have that speed, but he does really good.
He runs decent routes.
Yeah. So, yeah, and people said we're kind of rebuilding. I mean, in my opinion, I think we're kind of like retooling, because, and I know you have guys like right now, Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, Pooney, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, with Bernardo Green, Nala Mustafa, and Brock Purdy. So,
But
I mean,
they still got some good players. We got a lot of holes, but yeah, we still got some good players here and there. Maybe not in the secondary either, though.
Like
you know what? The only question mark is who's going to play linebacker. Now, you already know Fred's going to be there, but who's going to be his running mate?
Yeah.
You got Nick. You don't have a defensive edge on the other side. I mean, you don't have anybody. Leonard Floyd. Yeah. Listen, thanks. But we're going to change up things here, and we're going to have to tell you, we're going to have to let you go. And so, although Leonard was not tearing up last year like I expected, though. So if we can get anybody to come in and equal his production, I'm okay with that. Somebody said they were talking to Von Miller for a minute, but Von's become he just comes in a certain place. So I don't know. It's going to be hard. They're going to have to go get they're going to have to find the right guy this time. So I 90% believe it's going to be an edge rusher this time. They almost have to. And AAA, anytime you have to, that's when it doesn't materialize. David Hodge, you know what? I think Gross Matos. Wait a minute. I didn't see him on the list, though. Maybe we kept him. I think we did, actually.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. If he can stay healthy, he can. He is good. So, AAA, we're gonna go. I tell you what, I'm gonna see you Friday, and let's keep an eye on what goes on. I don't know. There's nothing that could. I don't know if anything could bother me or make me feel better now. I'll feel the same, I think, until the season. All right.
But all right, Ronbo.
All right, fam.
Have a good night.
You too. Night, fam. Oh, yeah. There's nothing really. Do you feel a numb sensation? I'm looking forward to something I don't know what it's going to look like. Could we be surprised? You want to think that way, right? Michael.
Hey, Ronbo. I know why Matt Jones signed with the 49ers. I got the answer.
Tell me, please.
All right. Remember our defensive coach, right? That came from the Jets, right? Talent, right? Remember?
That's right. He was.
That's what the defense.
Okay.
Matt Jones beat the Jets 5 out of 5 times, so he's 5-0 against the Jets. And our defense coach, told our team, "Get Matt Jones. He's the quarterback that you need."
You think?
Yep.
I mean, that's feasible.
And then our quarterback coach wanted him. Our quarterback coach wanted him too. Our quarterback coach that we got now wanted him because he said to Kyle, "This guy might be your future, not Purdy."
Oh,
Purdy, yes.
I was thinking that. Man. I was thinking that They might have told.
Yep.
Yeah, they might have told him.
He's your man.
There's
Purdy
a possibility of
needs
a job for you.
Purdy, yep. There's 2 teams that are looking at Purdy: Pittsburgh and Tennessee. Yes, Pittsburgh don't have their quarterback yet.
I know. Well, actually, the Hall of Famer Russell Wilson's still there.
Yep. Yeah, but you want a young guy. Russell Wilson's getting old, Ronbo.
No, Russell Wilson got old. Russell Wilson hasn't been right since he left Seattle.
Seattle. Yes, fact. That's very true. And Aaron Rodgers wasn't the same after he left Green Bay.
Boy, Aaron Rodgers kills you playing games. I don't want to think about it. I don't even think he's going to come back myself, Michael.
At least Tom Brady did it. At least Tom Brady showed it. He won the Super Bowl with Tampa Bay. At least he showed it, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I give him credit. Yeah.
I don't know anybody.
I mean, yes. And then I was reading that article how Juszczyk's wife was crying. I said, know what I wrote in her thing? It's a job. When your husband got drafted, it's a job. He could be with the team for 4 or 5 years, then he could go. They could cut him or trade him. It's a job. You got to understand.
Well, she's developed a lot of relationships with a lot of, the wives and things like that.
Yeah, but there's a lot of females out there from different organizations that are nice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nice wives.
Well, they're more.
You meet a lot of nice wives and girlfriends.
Well, yeah.
You're attached to all the 49 ladies. Yeah, they're good looking, but there's other people she can meet.
Well, and then she'll have new friendships later. That's true. She'll be okay.
Hey, I mean, she could communicate with some of the former 49er wives.
Yeah, they can keep this. Yeah, that isn't in their relationship. That's true.
Yeah. And then Greg Cohn was talking about, the 49ers next will have to trade CMC and Boza. Maybe get a 4th-round draft pick or a 2nd or 3rd, whatever, for CMC and trade Boza for a 1st. I told Greg, we're going to be the next 49ers. I said,
Michael,
I told Grant in his live, I said, Grant, you're going to be the 49ers next head coach. You watch.
Here's the thing. You need to, when you trade to the 1st round, though, Michael, what are you going to get? You got to be with these picks. Is there all that much in the draft?
If you trade Boza, you get a 1st round. You got to get somebody to replace Boza.
To who? What team? You see, if they're not,
would you trade Boza to Buffalo?
Okay, but if they're not, Michael, if they're not in the top 5, I can't use it. I need dogs. So I need a top 5 pick. So you gotta be trading to the right people. If you're gonna make a trade, that team better be like pick number 3.
Like Cleveland, Cleveland, because he's from Ohio, right? Is he from? No, he's from Miami, right? No, he's from Miami.
You talking about Nick? Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick is Cleveland would be a good choice for the 49ers.
He's gonna stay. Now, somebody saying about running CMC to the ground, that's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, he's going to do
Kyle's going to end up.
Yeah,
he's going to kill him. He's going to be crippled. He's going to be in a wheelchair. Yeah. That's how bad it's going to look. I'm just worried about this season now with Matt Jones as number 2 quarterback. And then Mordecai, we're going to have 3 young quarterbacks. Imagine our quarterback ages, all 3 of them. Imagine their ages.
Yeah, no,
nobody over the age of 30.
No, actually, Brock's only, 24, 25?
Yep, Brock's 24. Matt Jones is what? Let's say, how old is Matt Jones?
At least a year or 2. Max got to be at least 27.
And then the other quarterback from Wisconsin is young, too. Malachi.
Yeah. I want to see everybody's all over Brock Purdy, but all he does is produce. And last year, I'm not going to call that. You can't have a different lineup every week and do well, no matter who the quarterback is. He needs a consistent lineup out there and see what he looks like, and then I'll make a judgment call on him at the end of next season. So I'm not ready to trade him.
That's how good Matt Jones looks in preseason. If Matt Jones has the arm to throw deep, we'll see. We'll see how he looks, Matt Jones.
He hasn't been under Kyle long enough. He's not going to take Brock's job just that quickly. But if Brock gets hurt,
preseason. No, for preseason. For preseason.
I know what you're saying. But if anything goes wrong, which, God, knock on wood, I hate when that happens, and then he comes in and he does well. But usually quarterbacks come in under Kyle. It's a learning curve. It's a learning curve. You can't just come in and run Kyle Shannon's offense.
You watch. Kyle's going to put Purdy to the ground. You watch. Kyle's going to hurt Purdy on purpose so he can bring in his little boy.
Nobody's that sick. Well, no, he might have did it to Trent. Or Trey.
He did it with Jimmy G. He did it with the others. He did it with Trey Lance. He did it with the others. Why not?
No. Well, Jimmy just anything. Jimmy got hurt no matter what. Jimmy kept standing there doing nothing and got hurt.
Jimmy's fragile, just like Stafford. Jimmy G and Stafford are both fragile.
Trey was running him up the A gap. I sometimes I wonder, did Trey misunderstand what was said, or did you send him to do that? Good Lord, that was bad. So
Now, Rob, you said Dallas didn't lose anybody. The Dallas Cowboys lost their running back. He signed with somebody else. The running back signed with that good running back that the Cowboys have. He went somewhere else.
Right? You're not talking about Zeke.
No, the other guy, the guy that took over Zeke. Who was the other running back the Cowboys had?
I thought he's been gone for a couple of years.
No, the guy that they had the running back they had last season.
I don't remember who he is.
The other guy.
Okay,
who was the other running back the Cowboys had? He signed with somebody else.
I have no idea, Michael. He was pretty good. They didn't use him. Well, you know what? You're right. They did have a decent running game last year. I don't know. They lost him already? Why?
Yep.
He
signed with somebody else.
He was a free agent. We got to go, Michael. I'll see you Friday though. See what else happens in the adventures of the 49ers.
Yeah. Good luck, 49er part of who's next to go. Kicker.
No, we get to keep Jake and Jake. Jake Brindle and Jake Moody. Whoa! All right. I'll see you Friday, fam. Which is comical. Jake and Jake. Hey, yo, Chip.
What's up, Ronbo?
Chip, I wish I knew. I didn't see this coming. I don't know what I expected, but I didn't know. I thought we were going to pick somebody up. I didn't know we were going to throw everybody out. Chip, did you see this coming, Chip? And what is your feeling upon what the 49ers have done to that team?
I seen the writing on the wall, bro. I just didn't want to accept it.
Yeah, I see. You and me in the same boat. I
man. Especially with a lot of those guys that are coming off like major injuries too, like Hufanga,
every year.
Greenlaw, even Ward was banged up for a little bit, and plus,
he always pulls his groin.
California, because of his baby, that's understandable.
And then there was that. I can't imagine that.
They're all right, but I'm glad they got their bag.
Yeah,
I ain't no hater.
No.
But the only one that really bothered me probably was Juice.
Yeah, he seemed to get. Juice could have done a lot more for the 49ers last year than they let him do.
Exactly. He can catch balls. He can throw. He can play quarterback.
Runs decent routes.
He can do almost anything. But I don't. Just like somebody else was saying too. You got to think about it too. The Niners just bought a couple of soccer teams.
Okay, it's true. Tony was telling me that on X.
Yeah.
A team in Scotland.
Prague is that.
Yeah.
Yep. He bought a couple of soccer teams, so I think they're just trying to hoard all the money, try to put it in there. They got to pay big players for them to make it to a certain league or something.
Scotland
that's
is
what
notorious
about them doing
for being weak.
Yeah, and then they just signed Mac and Cheese.
Debo left too early.
And then, hey man, remember I think they wanted to sign him too when he was coming out when he was in the draft.
Mac Jones.
So I think they seen him like
Kyle was torn between Mac Jones and Trey. He even admitted it.
And also he was kind of grooming them, like when they have their they have their interviews in the pro day. I mean the pro day. Whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mac screwed up though. He screwed up his audition big time. Remember?
Exactly. And then they end up picking. Was that the year they picked Trey Lance?
That's the year. 2 draft picks.
So,
and he could have got Mac Jones at pick 15. Mac Jones got picked up when by the Patriots? Midway through the draft, damn near.
I think it was after.
Justin Fields.
Yeah, after Brady left there because Brady went and played for. Or was it? I don't remember.
I think it was 2 years after Brady left. At least 2.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't they have Jamarcus Russell or somebody? They're playing quarterback after Brady.
They had a couple more guys.
And then they picked him up, and then he was kind of a bust. But
yeah.
Well, then they had that defensive guy as their coach.
You know, the 49 Patriots at that time?
Yeah. So they really couldn't agree.
Well, they got a defensive guy as their coach now, too. So
yeah. So now I'd be able to work with Kyle. I mean, who knows? Maybe, but I don't think Purdy's going to get the bag like everybody says. Maybe they'll trade some of those draft picks and try to pick up Hendrickson from Cincinnati.
Hey,
and who else they going to get, dude? Everybody else is gone. All the pass rushers, whoever else that is out there, got picked up.
Yeah, Trey Hendrickson. No, he's the guy I read about. Cincinnati's asking for some outrageous price. They're going to end up paying him because ain't nobody going to give the Bengals what they're asking for.
Draft picks, and if they don't end up paying Purdy, there goes all that money they were going to pay on Purdy and try to get another bookend on the other side of Bosa.
Yeah, they can draft that possibly if they do it right.
I'm just thinking outside the box, man. It sucks. It sucks. What else can you think about other than shit? What next? Did they just
I know, right?
Take the season. I mean, shit. If you think about it, this is a perfect time to do it because if you think about it, they're gonna have like the easiest schedule on paper.
Chip, I'm glad you brought that up. Chip, there's gonna be some surprise teams.
They play our division, and they play the NFC South and AFC South. So we'll have to play some of our old guys like Moody Ward went to Indianapolis, and they'll end up playing him.
I think we got a couple. I think they picked up a Falcons picked up somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, they picked up Floyd.
Somebody else picked up somebody else. I think it was Tennessee or something picked up one of our guys.
Yeah.
So I think if it's going to be a good time to, retool instead of, clean house altogether, this is a perfect year to do it because, on paper, we're going to have the easiest schedule.
Yeah, but every time we say we're going to have
try
an easy
to win
schedule.
our division and try to see what you can do, man, in the draft. I'm thinking that hopefully they pick up Tyler Warren in the first round.
Hey, Tyler
Imagine
Warren.
Him
what position?
And Kittle.
Oh, tight end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they
first
got
round?
that other tight end too. First round. Pick 11. They got the 11th pick in the first round. Pick up Tyler Warren. And then they got another 10 picks just to pick up offensive linemen, defensive line. I think they need another running. I would pick another
Chip. Nick ain't got
linebacker.
No help on the other side of that line. The defensive line is raggedy.
They got 11 picks, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just thinking that first round pick. There's a lot of defensive. I mean, just some badasses this year. You got to get one of them. If you can get him at 11, I think about that. But I hear what you're saying. I think the 49ers are going to trade down myself and get some more picks.
Or trade down or trade up, man, and try to get a run.
No, there's no way to trade up. I doubt that.
Try to get another
they can't afford to lose any. What, another quarterback? You say another quarterback?
Maybe. Why not?
Oh, who's in there? Who do you like?
I like Shador Sanders.
He's going to New York.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, bro. You know how they are. He might pull a Peyton Manning and say, or Eli and say he don't want to go and play there.
And wait for that other man.
He used that card though, didn't he?
I know. Chip, we got to roll. I tell you what, I want to see.
Bro, it's just a lot to think about right now.
It really is. Don't stop thinking about it. Bring it back Friday. Let's continue.
No, you know.
All right.
You know it is.
Yeah.
It's good to talk to you, man. Give me a
Chip, because we ain't talked a long time. That's right.
I know, bro.
Big Chip, man. Don't be a stranger. I'll see you Friday, okay?
All right. Take care, bro.
You too, fam. Hey, yo, Alex.
Mr. Ronbo.
Oh, Alex, man, we're We're looking like they cut the lights off. You know how that room got dim? We haven't changed the bulbs yet. Too lazy. It's looking crazy.
I don't know about that, Ronbo. We can't be talking like that, man.
I know, but I'm just wondering who's going to come and be a badass. I look down through the lineup. He's going to work McCaffrey to death. McCaffrey and George don't know, but boy, they're going to be tired after every week. Anyway, what are you thinking?
Okay, so a few weeks ago we talked, and, this is before free agency and all that. And I guess I was speaking from a mindset of championship this year. And I was saying we go after a lot of veteran presence, which I guess in a way we kind of have. But realistically, with all the departures we've had, we're going new, And it's okay to say rebuild, especially when you put it under the right lens to look through, right? So when Shanahan took over with Lynch, let's remember, let's look back. We were the 32nd ranked roster in the NFL for multiple years.
Yeah.
Like, according to all. And it was the first year at the very end, the last 5-6 games of the year, we said, holy crap. Are we really about to, we just beat 3 playoff teams, the Saxonville team, Tennessee team that was going to the playoffs, 2017, yep, and we won some games. Well, then the next year we had the Jimmy Garoppolo injury, and, we
didn't win anymore.
We had a little bit step back, but then it was the very next year with rookies making a heavy contribution. We were in the Super Bowl.
I know, right?
So
that was insane.
I look at this situation
same way.
They're clearly saying that we can rebuild from fresh and win soon after, and we have a better starting point than we did last time we did this.
Yes.
So what they're doing is they're cleaning the book. They're right now we have 8 picks this year in the top 120 or something like that. Yeah. And I could only assume with all the compensatory picks we'll get next year, along with if we have any, coaching hires, so on and so forth, we'll probably have another 8 picks in the top 100 next year. Well, if you pair that with 2 or 3 big free agents and, of course, other, moves, let's just say we have 20-something draft picks over the next 2 years. We should expect to at least hit on 8 of them. We just lost, 8 players, 9 players, 10 players. If we can hit on 8 players over the next 2 years in the draft, you're talking about 4 years. Yeah. You're talking about 4 years where we kick the door open on another window. And we're going to be basically in the same boat we were in 2018, 2019, 2020, where, yes, we might have to pay money to these people eventually, but it's a clear-cut window where we can do a lot of different things. Like we can reopen the free agency window where we can spend a lot more money because we have a younger team. John Lynch and Kyle have shown they don't care about spending money. They will spend money if they feel they have to. But at some point, you got to reset the books. And that's what they're doing. We didn't have George Kittle when we rebuilded last time.
Yeah. And we didn't know we had a George Kittle when we got him that year either. We
didn't have a Fred Warner because we got rid of Navarro Bowman that year.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing how that works?
We really are in a better position than we were that time. And we went 6-10 that year with nothing.
Ran the last 6 games of the year.
And we beat,
exactly.
We beat the toughest part of our schedule. We dominated, I won't say dominated, but we won. And we were probably 8-point underdogs in every single one. So
at least
this year, will we win 11 games? I'm not sure about that.
Well,
the easy schedule does give it probably more than a 20% chance, but I'm not going to sit there and say we're going to make
at most 10-7 at most, and that'll be lucky.
But what I'm really looking forward to this year is the start of a 7-8 player core, and maybe it's only 4 or 5, which is probably not enough to get to a Super Bowl, but that's half of what we've had over the last 6-7 years. So, you know, I'm hopeful. You know, I'm stressing patience. That's a key word that I'm using because I trust that they'll be able to replicate what they've already done. You know, people are so short-sighted on remembering that we have rebuilt from the bottom. Yeah, and it's been a phenomenal run. But at some point, you got to take a rest. Yeah. And it is what it is. I'd rather take a 1-year rest than an 8-year rest.
Yeah, I know, right? Because I look at the Patriots, I look at the Cowboys. There's a lot of teams we should be grateful we are not, fam. Alex, the thing is, you just mentioned something we haven't thought enough about. Kyle and John will build that team up. They hate that. They really do. They're gonna make it better soon. As far as they're not gonna be out in last place too long, or if at all.
Hey, just trust and believe. Trust the process.
Yeah, I do.
We're gonna get there, man.
I know it. I just hope we get there first because everybody's impatient.
Just be patient, man. Just be patient. I know you're on a different schedule than some, but just be patient. I mean, Alex, we think about it so much. Yeah. You know.
Alex, I tell you, this was enlightening, and I'm glad we need positives. We're going to have to do that for each other for now until next October, November, December, because we're going to go through some lumps. There's going to be crying times and things like that. We're going to buy new towels and tissues, but just appreciate the process. We'll do it.
Hey, you know what, Ronbo?
Yeah.
What if in this draft we get enough talent to be 80% of what we thought we were going to be last year?
I'll be grateful.
I mean, I'd say 80% of that is still better than what we finished with last year with 6
because we didn't do jack last year, so yeah.
No, and we lost a lot of close games with nothing. Like we had players in there where we're like, who is that? Like, all kinds of that. So
good thing. I know the names now. Hey, who is that? That's Ronaldo Green. Yeah. Oh, did you see it?
He's a beast,
that's Mustafa. That's Mustafa.
We have some really good young players right now. Yeah, last year was just it was an inevitable learning year that young players have to go through at important positions. Cornerback is the hardest position to play, and Ronaldo Green played really well.
Oh, I loved it. Alex, we got to pull up.
I'm not worried about sharp area swords. I'm happy about Ronaldo Green.
Yeah, look out for this guy Trey Brown too. Hey, Alex, let me see you Friday, man. Good to hear from you again. Okay,
you too,
if
man.
you got time, see what happens next. All right, fam. Night, Alex. USMC and 49ers. And what's crazy? We let go of Dre, but we still got Moody. Everybody who takes shots at us Rudy made a big deal out of that. Well, you guys yell at blah, 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 but you still got Jake Moody and Jake Brindle. Rudy, as I told you on X, if we beat your ass this year, oh, you're going to get so sick of me. But they have the big holes to fill. I hope the draft fixes that, but I doubt it. It's going to be a long season. Let's bring the 2026 season already. Hey, fast forward, just skip 2025 and get us to 2026. Fam, we've got to endure, be strong, and that way you'll appreciate what happens in 2026 even more so. Like USC, I don't see the 49ers struggling more than one season, and that's coming up now. And they may even still be impressive and entertaining. Smooth! Oh, there he is. Smooth, get in there, man. Thanks, USMC.
Different photo right there. Ronbo.
Yeah. Oh, Smooth.
I got some bad news, bro.
I know, we just ran into a... Well, go ahead.
I got some bad news. Remember the last show I was on Monday?
Mm-hmm.
And I got off the phone with you.
Yeah.
My granddaughter lost her life in labor. Oh. And I had texted you, but I guess you was getting off the show. But
oh no.
So me and my girlfriend raising my grandbaby, and she ain't got no father, she ain't got no mom.
Oh.
She lost her dad last month in Oakland shooting, and
oh my God.
Yeah, I had to rush to San Francisco General, and I got the line. A couple of people were sending their condolences, but I'm gonna be out for a minute before I be back on your show. So
Smooth, it's understandable, prayers up for Smooth. Words cannot even begin to. Smooth, this is awful.
Yeah. I got to raise my grandbaby, my grandson. So I'm 59. So, anything happen to me, then my daughter and them, they take over. But they working and everything, got career jobs. So me and I'm letting go raise the child as much as we can, do the best we can.
Smooth, man.
So just pray for the family. And,
I just want to send my condolences to you and your family. I work in the business, man, and it's never easy. I'm gonna tell you right now, I wish you the best. I
thank you, man. I appreciate
you take
all,
care of yourself,
all the love.
Drink some water, that's all I can tell you, man.
I appreciate all the love for the faithful. I appreciate y'all. I love you. I will. I'm gonna let you go and get your next caller. So just keep the show going, man, and everything will be okay. I'll be all right. So I might be out for about a month or so because this is hard. This is my first grandchild, my first granddaughter. That I lost. So maybe 5 generations. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard.
I imagine it's gotta be. This is
it's hard.
Oh man.
My mom got sick after this. She in the hospital now after this. So it's a lot, bro. So I'm dealing with a lot right now. So I love y'all. Y'all take care. And
Smooth. Keep it.
Trey Brown, the guy Trey Brown. Y'all got a good one, bro. We got a good one, bro.
Yeah, well, from what it looks like it does. Smooth. Just talk to the man above. That'll add some comfort.
I do all the time. Ever since I beat my cancer, I had cancer. I beat cancer 3 times, bro.
Yeah, so he knows
3 times.
He's got something special for you.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Only 24 years old, man. 24 years old, bro.
Just try and eat as much as you can.
Just going to sense. Oh, man, I got to go back and take it. I love y'all. I got to go. Baby,
go ahead, man.
I gotta go.
I hear the little princess. All right, Smooth, you take care of that.
You'll
find some comfort in her. All right? All right, Smooth. We'll look for you when you get back.
Bye.
All right, fam.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, Smooth. Sometimes you wonder, some of us go through life, have a minimum amount of tragedies, but is he getting more than his share? That's so awful. My God. Ooh, that leaves a weird feeling. Wow. Because you ask yourself, what would you be like if that was you? Oh, I don't even know if I could handle it.
I would feel real shitty in his position.
Oh, real shitty.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
I'd be laying up in a dark and fetal position. Yeah. I couldn't even, man, that's just too much. You beat cancer, you get back to celebrate your family.
It doesn't kill you, make you stronger.
And he loses his son-in-law to violence. Oh damn. Emilio, okay, let's get back on the subject. Emilio, go ahead, man, run it down. I'm tripping now, but the 49ers, and you know what's so funny? Because Alex pointed out something I hadn't thought about. We've been here before. Yeah, and remember them days we sit here talking, yelling and screaming at each other? It was worse then. We didn't have nothing. We started from zero, not a scratch. And then we, make jokes about our own team. And then we hired Shanahan. Of course, you don't appreciate him now, but at least things start going upward, the trajectory. And now, I want to hear what you think, Emilio. What's up?
My thing is, it's not really a rebuild. All these players that really got mad or got cut, unless these are the ones we already knew during the season that were going to be gone. I don't know why people all of a sudden want to act surprised. We knew Travis was gone.
Yeah, we knew that.
We knew Travis was gone. We kept saying Juice was overpaid. Dre Greenlaw was a toss-up in the air. Same thing with Hufanga. It was like one of the few others.
They can't stay healthy.
Aaron Banks, who are going to pay? You just think about it. Aaron Banks, we weren't going to pay Aaron Banks all that money. That dude is overpaid. Just like McGlinchey went to Denver. These dudes got overpaid. You already knew we weren't going to keep these guys.
49ers ain't going to pay him.
It's not just one of those things. These guys left. We already knew mid-season last year. Some of these guys had to go. They were going to go. This is not nothing new. Players are going to pay. Like we all see it, especially with Debo. We all saw it in Debo.
You're right, Emilio. Everything we thought about, it happened.
Like I said, everything through mid-season, through all the way to the end of the season, we knew a lot of these players were gone. It was nothing like being a shock. I don't know why people being shocked. Oh, it sucks we lost these players. I'm like, why does it suck? We all knew this was happening. We knew it was coming. This is not nothing new. We literally all knew. Coming on this show every week with you.
We talked about those people.
So, exactly. So why is this a shocker to everybody?
Nice.
Why y'all glad we lost half the team? You know,
yeah, I mean, but you like to be talking trash. But you don't believe it's going to really happen. That's what happened. Just got about reality got slapped the smack. I mean, out of most of us.
And I was talking with Bill earlier. This is Shanahan's fault. He was like, "Oh, Jed was playing all these players. You know, he put his mouth in it."
Okay, explain how did you go about doing that?
And I came on here before. It's cool we pay these players, but if you're not producing and giving me a Super Bowl win, I'm going to get pissed off. Let's say I'm not winning. I'm giving Shanahan all the power, pick the players, pay these players. I won a Super Bowl. You won twice. You lost twice. Now I need to get some of these players. I'm not going to keep paying this money. You're not producing for me. Why should I appease to you and you're not doing what I want you to do? You said you came here to win a Super Bowl. You won twice. You lost twice to the same team. Why am I going to keep allowing you spending my money and you're not giving me what you told me you were going to do? You said you came here to win a Super Bowl. You have not done that yet. He's next, getting his head chopped off. Viewers have said Shanahan needs to go already. His record does not show he's a winning coach.
I mean, I know where you're going with this. Go ahead and say it. And Kyle, you can go with it.
I'm just saying. This is 4-4. That's not a winning record. That is not a winning record. That's 50-50. That is bad.
Emilio,
for your season. At least we can say with Tomlin, he has the winning record with the Patriots and the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was getting ready to mention Tomlin.
Yeah.
See, Emilio, Kyle Shanahan has done better than over 25 other coaches in the game.
True, but his record doesn't say anything, and he doesn't have a Super Bowl ring. We can go to Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll, all the years he was with Seattle, he got them a Super Bowl. You know, we can Sean McVay has been with that team. Unless had a couple bad seasons.
You're gonna run out of names in a minute. All right, go ahead.
I'm giving you things that have happened, and they've all won. He hasn't won yet. I can understand where Jim's coming from because I was doing the same way. You're not winning. I can't keep these flags keep paying. Because man already said. I heard earlier that when he Shanahan had more power, but I can't give him more power.
I think some people overrate that. Shanahan was never going to go where.
They may be overrated. You're right, but I can't keep giving you what you want when you're not giving what you need to give me, which is a Super Bowl trophy.
Yeah.
So he did it with Harbaugh. I had heard too. It was an old pocket. They were gonna get rid of Trent, but Harbaugh couldn't win the Super Bowl, so he got rid of Harbaugh over Trent. Then a couple years later, Trent ain't working out. He's got to go. They were gonna give Harbaugh more power. Jed was gonna give him more power too. But you couldn't win a Super Bowl within those 4 years. This is why I'm surprised Shanahan is still here.
I know, but we need to.
You let that man go for 4 years, and you let him go. Shanahan beat, and he's still here.
You still got to appreciate the effort.
Yeah,
I understand losing Super Bowls, but to get to the Super Bowl is already a miracle. So I can't condemn him for that. I just can't do it, Emilio. You know,
well, like I said, I'm with Chiefs. Like I said, I appreciate everything he's done because he literally, like I said, we go back to Harbaugh. Harbaugh didn't build that team; he was given that team. Shanahan built the team, so I give him that. I can give him that he built the team. I can say he did that, but at the same time, you've gotten there. Win. You've been there like I said twice. That is one. This needs to change. So, you know, it looks like he's getting rid of all these expensive players. But
it started today. But you know, there's a lot of great coaches that started out that way. Actually,
it's like I said,
Andy Reid.
Shanahan has to build through the draft and get there and win this time because.
Hopefully.
If they're doing this now, time we're not going to spend money. You're next, buddy. So,
you know, I got a feeling Shanahan will quit before he gets fired. He's too good. He can get a job anywhere. And if Shanahan got fired today, he'd be working by tonight of some company.
Oh no, I'm not putting it past him. Of course. Yeah. Anything. The Browns would pick him up again.
In a heartbeat.
Anywhere pick it.
Indy. Any
Anybody
team,
can-
they'd
I'm not
fire their
saying
own coach to get a hold of
wouldn't.
Shanahan. He is that good. That's why I'm saying to Emilio, we need to appreciate him and stop getting mad at him because every time he goes to the Super Bowl, which is more than most, we get mad because he didn't win it. That's just Emilio. That's just
I'm
too
at that
much.
point. I can't do that. I know. I want a Super Bowl ring. I
Well,
want
you get somebody else, you're not even going to
I
get there.
can't ride with you there.
No, I'm just saying.
Hey, it
Everybody
doesn't
else
matter.
ain't getting there.
I'd rather chat with somebody else. I don't care
Two-
who. I'd rather chat with somebody else.
Two
He's
out of
had his
6
shot.
years, and you've
He's
been to
had
that Super
support.
Bowl.
Hey.
How many teams can say
Hey.
that?
I get it. I understand where you're coming from, but he's had his shot twice.
And I'm gonna get rid of him.
You're not going to get another one. But see, look, you had one bad season. You go for two.
Yeah.
You're going to have 2 bad seasons. You still going to keep him around?
Oh, if he takes me to the Super Bowl, if he takes the Super Bowl next year, they lose it. He ain't going nowhere.
No, I don't care. No, if he loses that Super Bowl, Jay needs to fire him on the spot.
No,
Let's say
hell
we go
no.
to Levi's this year into the Super Bowl. He needs to get fired.
What I'm
I'm
gonna
sorry.
do?
That's 3. Well,
I'm gonna
you
get-
best see the Bills.
I'm gonna get rid of a few players, especially the one that messes up.
Hell no, I can't.
Because
You
every
can give him
year,
another shot. I can't.
every Super
I
Bowl,
can't. I was like,
it was a
dude,
player.
He's like, no, get your shit and go. I'm sorry. I'm going in that locker room.
And then-
Go with Jed.
Yeah.
Dude, get your shit and get out of here.
If you-
Third one, seriously? No, you can't do
The
that.
players are gonna jump on you too, because you know that's wrong. I mean, we gotta
I
go
don't
though.
give a damn.
We got.
Hey, I wouldn't give a damn. I'll tell
Bring
you
that
straight,
energy
too. You
Friday.
want to leave with Shanahan? You can go too. Get out of
We
here.
got
But,
it.
you know,
Look
it's
at
just
me.
me.
Emilio's fired everybody. Emilio, calm down. Let me see you Friday, all right? And bring that same fun.
I'm good. But I'm just saying, I can't lose. I can't have another losing season. Especially another losing
You mean
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl?
That's
Yeah.
one too many.
Emilio,
for me.
we gotta go. Production's giving me all kind of
All right,
problems.
man.
All right, man.
All right.
See you Friday.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. All right, Pop. You know this is the thing. I know you're one who holds Shannon accountable too. There's not a lot of coaches in the league that can brag what Shanahan can. I'm just not throwing him out. If he goes to 4 or 5 more Super Bowls, I expect him to win 3 of them. But still.
No.
Go
Honestly,
ahead.
you look at one of the mistakes that they made today when they were making some of their changes to the team. Some of the changes did make sense. Right now, the team has over $86 million in dead cap money, which leads to
I stopped counting around 76. Damn. Oh.
Now, they let someone go today, and he was picked up literally 2 hours later by Atlanta Reynolds. So when he got released, they took a $10 million cap hit, which pretty much they owed him anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
to
yeah.
me,
You don't get a break on those. It's
No, I
like a
understand.
penalty fee.
I'm just saying that either they thought they were getting Joey Bosa or
Oh, Leonard Floyd, yeah. Yeah. Hey, oh, that was another DC,
Floyd,
wasn't it?
Floyd, yeah. Either they thought they were getting Bosa
And Bosa walked.
or maybe or to me it's just I think the whole Moneyball thing is real.
It
And I
is
thought-
years.
I said that Moneyball was going to happen this year.
Papa, look at what they're making decisions on the field according to stats and readouts. So yeah, Moneyball's been in. Oh yeah, hell yeah, for a while now.
No, it's not for a while now because last year they spent $324 million on contracts and
Yeah.
guarantees.
They were using
signing
gut on that one
fees
though.
have to
Yeah.
go in escrow. You have to have cash for that. That's cash money that has to
Yeah.
go into escrow account. You understand? So
Yeah.
a lot of billionaires can't, scrape up that scratch. Not like that. So whatever the case is between them, buying soccer teams and whatever else. Look, I'm not trying to make excuses for them again. I try to approach everything from a neutral point of view.
Okay.
A neutral point of view has served me well. I'm not going to be hardcore this way or hardcore that way. I'm never that. I just look at what's actually in front. And what's actually in front right now is really something they have been putting off for years. They have been putting off, unloading players. I thought it was always absurd to be paying your fullback more than your right tackle and then get mad when the right tackle can't block nobody.
yeah. And that when you put that out there, we can read it. It does look stupid, doesn't it?
If you look at the salaries, you have Trent Williams, and then you have Juice. There's your blockers right there. Or if you want to go behind Juice, you go Juice, Kittle, and Juice. Those are your top 3 paid blockers on the team.
And do the best job. You're right. You're
out
right.
of all the
Pony can be added to that mix now, but yeah.
Yeah, only Avenger we lost was Black Widow. And that's Debo. So Debo's gone. The rest of the Avengers are still there. But the reality is that you got you got Trent, you know what I'm saying? You got Purdy, you got Kyle, you got Dwan Jennings, but half those guys are in their 30s.
Really?
So and then the reality,
you know what? Yeah, all of them. No, I was just saying all of them except for Aaron Banks.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've been calling for this all year that they need to do some kind of a front office reorganization because I wasn't very happy with the IU contract at all. Not even a little bit. I wasn't happy with the Debo contract. Not even a little bit. You know, because
the drama surrounding it, that's what pissed me off. Just to come to that. Yeah.
No team out there that spends that much money, quarterback money, on a wide receiver and wins the Super Bowl. It just don't happen. Those guys go someplace else and make that money, and then they don't win the Super Bowl. That's what happens. That's, it's not the other way. Oh, we have to win the Super Bowl. It doesn't work that way. You have to have trenches. And I can honestly say, most of us have been saying this for years now, that, they need to get better in the trenches. And they were like, oh, no, we need skill players. And I get all that, but, I hope Micah Parsons is wrong, but he's like, hey, y'all about to see what it's like, what reality's like. Brock Purdy, you can't pay nobody else. I don't think it's going to be that bad.
Tell Micah to shut up. We'll be fine. And Michael's in Texas. He needs a hush.
What are you worried about us for? I think it's very interesting with Mac Jones. You had Mac Jones in the free agency. You had Trey Lance in free agency. Who did we sign?
Mac Jones. Hey, Kyle told us year before last, was it? Yeah, well, I was torn between Mac Jones and Trey Lance. And then, I said, everybody said that you like Mac Jones. I said, nah, if he wanted Mac Jones, he would have got Mac Jones. I'm always naive when it comes to this kind of thing.
No, I think I think Trey Lance won the interview.
No, he did. But that Kyle still thought about it, that he mentioned them in that interview. I said, what? Of course he did. They said you did. I didn't believe it.
Of course he did, especially when he was like, "Oh my God, he can't throw short. I got to run him up the middle." I was just the smartest dumb man I know. So all this stuff, all this running up, all this, jumping in, getting Trent paid multiple times, jumping in and getting Christian McCaffrey paid, jumping up.
He can't jump in anymore. That's true.
I wasn't even part of the Cabo clique. And the Cabo clique not even Kyle's fault. That's Jed's fault. Jed created that situation. So yeah, he's mad. I don't understand it. As a businessman, I understand it. If I $324 million and I had 6 and 10 to show for it, I would not be happy.
6-11.
But dig this. Dig this though. All the players we lost, we didn't lose any perennial Pro Bowlers. And the total contract amount so far of outgoing players is in excess is $287 million. That's how much money left out the door. We weren't going to pay Banks.
Bob, you mean perennial Pro Bowl? You mean a Pro Bowler about to happen next year? Because all of those guys are.
Pro Bowler. What I mean by perennial Pro Bowler, that means that they wake up first day of the season and they're in the Pro Bowl. That's what I mean by that. When I mean perennial, I'm talking Travis Kelce type of crap. George Kittle, those type of players that are like, they are just.
Yeah, and you notice we did keep those guys, but yeah.
Yeah. So it's it's what I kind of anticipated. What I did not anticipate. I did not anticipate not getting better. That's
not yet. That's good.
They did not get better. They are not trying to get better. They are strictly playing money ball. Jed's at fault for this. And the reason why he's at fault, because he paid up in the past. Now, all of a sudden, you're going to close your pocketbook and you're going to raise ticket prices. They raised ticket prices. When the Rams did this crap, they send a letter out to all the ticket holders, and they say, "Hey, look, be patient with us. We are going to be doing some recalibrating. Please be patient." And guess what?
The letter's coming. The letter's coming from Jed. We gotta go though, Pop.
Okay. All right.
And the plane's gonna start flying. Well, Pop, always good stuff. I'll be looking for you Friday because there's gonna be more between now and Friday. I just know it.
The
Ronbo.
The Mac Jones thing's crazy. It's gonna be good football watching. Good drama.
I'll see you Friday, Phil.
He's a dick. He's coming for that job. I'm telling you.
Pop.
Good job. All right. Hey, big shout out to Smooth, brother. Prayers up. Hang in there, man.
Yeah, that's all right, Pop. See you Friday.
All right.
Yo, Anthony.
What up, Ronbo?
Anthony, we're all speculating, all trying to guess what the 49ers gonna look like. What it as it go back to the days of what it be like. Oh my God.
Ronbo. First of all, you're not rebuilding. Because if you're rebuilding, why would you tender Mason?
Well, that's a good point.
And why would you keep Nick Bosa and get rid of everybody else?
No, because number one, Nick's contract's not over, and you're not going to get anybody to trade anything for that worthwhile. Nick Bosa would require a first-round pick. How many teams give you? Well, there might be some teams that give you a first-round pick for Nick Bosa. See, because the way teams are going now, they don't want to give up too much, and nobody wants to spend any money. We're not the only team cleaning the house this year. And Jerry Jones, that comedian didn't do a damn thing. I just said, where's Jerry Jones? There's no headlines. There's no pickups. He's not throwing anybody. He may have thrown somebody out, but he's definitely not doing anything. He's not active at all. So I'm saying this, everybody acts like I ain't got no money. You're a billionaire, for God's sakes.
I understand exactly what they're doing.
Explain that to me. And Dak is on a record level getting his restructured contract. Every year they restructure Dak's contract.
Ronbo.
How you going to pay me?
They're going to go in this draft, Ronbo. Because this is the perfect draft to beef up your line, to beef up your trenches on both sides of the ball, Ronbo.
Yeah, well, there's not enough good stuff to go to everybody, but yeah.
Then I got rid of all the high-priced players, right?
And honestly, if we're honest, they wasn't doing nothing. I mean, Dre got hurt and took him out a whole season, came back, and got hurt immediately. Talanoa Hufanga, I like him, but he's not going to be able to stay healthy. Debo, every time he goes, well, what's wrong with you now? Another hamstring pull. And so Juice just became obsolete.
Every player we got wasn't even on the field either. Where they weren't even on the field, Ronbo.
I know. That's what made the decision kind of. It should have been expected, and it did. Their faces all up there at the same time was just scary.
Didn't I tell you last time we talked? I said the Juice good is gone.
Yeah.
Then they brought this tight end in. It's a pure blocking tight end.
Oh, yeah. The one we just got?
You know what they're going to do with Jordan Kittle?
Run him to death.
They get the free up Jordan Kittle now.
Hey, that guy must really be good at blocking. Yeah.
He's excellent at blocking, Rambo.
Really?
I looked at his film, Rambo.
All right.
He's a mauler. Rambo.
All right. So them dual tight end sets are back. Because when I saw his name, I said, who is that? Which says immediately, because where's that guy?
Rambo.
Luke Farrell. Luke Farrell from the Jaguars.
When he came back, what he said? What Saley said when he first came back, he said he wanted to get faster, right?
Wait, who?
Robert Saley said.
Oh, Robert, yeah.
When he came back, he said he wanted to get faster on defense, right?
Yeah.
every last one of these cornerbacks, we just picked up all of them running 4-4. And that Jason Penix.
Yeah. Oh, Penix, is that the fast guy?
He runs a 4-4-1. And Ronbo.
Quarterback?
You know how many sacks he had last year, Ronbo?
How many?
6 sacks. DB now.
Jason.
6 sacks.
From the Giants. Wow. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, 6 sacks.
How about Richie? Hey, how about Richie? Anthony, how about Richie Grant? Tony knows about Richie Grant. Is he another speedy guy with he's a free safety and put him out in center field.
Yeah.
And Luke Gifford.
That's a penny. You play him around the box, Ronbo. He good at stopping the run and everything, Ronbo.
Anthony, we ain't got to be getting worse. You know, maybe we got some younger, faster, healthier, and we ain't seen healthier in a long time. I mean, you know, we might be excited about this come week 6. We can remember we said, man, we was up and crying and holding each other up and wiping each other's face off their tears. And look at us. We're 7-1. Oh! Wait, we'll see. They're getting excited. You just never know. Because I didn't know about these guys.
Perfect job to build in the trenches. And Jason Penix was a cornerback that Robert Saleh picked when he was at the Jets. He wanted to keep him, but they let him walk.
Robert Saleh knows.
Nah, he got him back.
Yeah, I'm surprised Saleh didn't ask for DJ Reed, because Reed has evolved since we had him. He's a different ball player altogether, but he is getting up there. So you know what? How old is Penix?
Penix 25.
Get out. Really? Okay.
And Ronbo.
Yeah.
Well, Matt Jones, go.
Real quick.
Kyle Shanahan got his boy.
I had no idea what you're about to say.
Let Brock get hurt. You laugh, Ronbo. Let Brock get hurt. See what happens.
I know. I've already thought that myself. I said, that was done on purpose. And they told Mac Jones something to make him sign that deal. He didn't have to sign that deal. I wonder what Kyle told him. Shit, Anthony, bookmark that spot. We got to go. There's too many people on the phone. We got to see if we can get everybody in here. I will see you Friday.
All right.
All right.
All right, Ronbo.
Appreciate you, Anthony.
Appreciate you, Ronbo.
All right.
All right.
See, I'm telling you, there's something going on with that Mac Jones signing. I feel it, too. We'll see what happens. I know Trez is feeling it, because Trez is why they didn't call up Trey. Trez!
Ronbo.
Yeah.
Can you believe it, Ronbo? Can you believe it? Matt Jones. So you mean to tell me, and look, I get so tired of people trying to downplay Brock Purdy. They weren't downplaying Brock Purdy when we was going to the NFC Championship games and Super Bowl.
I know they never left off him.
Put the work in for his money. It's time for him to get paid.
True.
Pay the man.
Yes.
It's just what the going rate is.
And stop
and you're
personally
paying this man
judging
for
him.
past services.
Amen.
Right, and you paying him for past services
Mm-hmm.
already. So let's just keep it real. Because guess what, Ronbo? Every last one of them ones that sit here saying something against Brock Purdy, if they were Brock Purdy, they wouldn't be. They'd be in his shoe. They would want that money too.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you even say it? You see what I'm saying? Like, it don't even make sense. Like, if you was him, would you feel that way? No. You want your money. So
no.
Come on, bro.
I know.
Stop it. Stop it.
I've hoped for it.
No, we shouldn't pay him. Oh yeah, we should pay him. It's past services and service rendered and everything else. Yeah, he earned his money. Now you don't pay somebody who hasn't earned any money, but you pay for past services and he's rendered those. And we went places with him. So enough of that, Robert. All right.
I agree.
We need
to
go we need to go complete this tear down. Would you take a third for Christian McCaffrey, Ronbo?
A third?
I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
How come?
Because if what we have right now going on, Ronbo, Christian didn't sign up for this. Okay. And,
That's a good
and
point.
we know Trent didn't sign up for this.
Yeah.
Them two veterans right there, they're on the quest to win a ring. And they
may ask for a trade. Actually, now that you mention it, I hadn't thought about that.
So if you want to do these guys a service, go ahead and let them go too. Because and get Moody up out of here also. And he ain't got to ask for his.
He said this. Is this his last year? A rookie contract?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he needs to go.
And you don't need to give me a draft pick. Just pay him the rest of his salary.
We need 4 kickers in training camp this year. 4.
Oh.
I'm telling you that right now. But yeah, we need to complete this. I would take a third. I would take a third for Christian, and I'll take a fourth or a fifth for Trent. Because Trent ain't got too
Trent's
much
got one more
left in the
year
tank.
of effectiveness at the most. That's true.
Right. And I doubt if we get a 4 for a fifth for Trent. But I'm just saying that's wishful thinking. But I mean, I would go ahead and do that because right now we need to stockpile these draft picks because Ronbo, you and I both know them dogs live in Georgia.
Yeah.
And them dogs last year was on that Ohio State team and on that Notre Dame team and on them Georgia Bulldogs, Alabama, and everybody else. You know what I mean? There was some dog teams last year.
Yeah.
And them teams had dogs on them. I mean, they had some real dogs. I mean, I was surprised. Ohio State, they had some dogs, man.
Where does Georgia get them? I mean, they just know where to get them. And, boy.
Right. So my thing of it is, let's do what Philly did. Philly went and got a bunch of them Bulldog players. I ain't saying go get a bunch of them, but I'm saying you seen where them dogs, who teams they were playing on, because I follow college football, you know, as far as the season is concerned. I'm watching. And like I said, we need to complete this, though, because we have right now, a total, with the compensatory picks, we got a total of 11 picks. That's a whole one side of a ball. You know what I mean?
Yes. And they could, if they trade down, they can get more.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to trade down. I
can
like
see them doing that. We'll see.
Right. Well, you know what we usually do. They usually take some of the draft capital and try to move up. Don't do that. Stay at 11. Stay there. You still
especially no
good.
future picks. Don't go to next year's picks.
Someone jump over you. So what? You know, it is what it is. You know, they just taking other team's spot. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all they doing.
Yeah.
So I say stay where you are. Let's complete this. Because TMT don't deserve this, and let him go. And we certainly can go forward with the young guys. Ain't nothing wrong with Garendo. Ain't nothing wrong with Jordan Mason. I mean, we got a good production out of those guys like that. So I'm saying we still got a viable running game. So I'm like, a third, yeah, I'll do it. I'll go and let it go. So and another thing too, Ronbo. I got to flip it to Kyle Shanahan. You know me.
I know.
I am so glad that we have reorganized this management, of this coaching staff. Everything is back in alignment. And the reason why I say that, Ronbo, is because we will no longer give a coach coming in that kind of power again. You would never see a head coach come into San Francisco and play GM and hire his GM again. That'll be the last of that. I think the Yorks have learned their lesson from this. There won't be no more blank check.
But was it really a failure? I don't know if I'd look at it that way, though.
No, I don't think it was a failure. I think John and Kyle was a good duo, but I think
because they went fighting and acted a fool. Like
I think John was more level-headed than Kyle.
Yeah.
You know, because you think about it. John told Kyle, come look at Patrick Mahomes. Did he do it? Nope.
That's a good
I don't
point.
need to look at that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, John was on point with every phase of being a GM, man. He was. But he didn't have the bag of the guy that hired him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, if Kyle had just listened to an ounce of John sometime, Imagine what possibly could have been. Follow what I'm saying?
That's one of those things you'll never know. Yeah.
Right. Well, unfortunately, we'll never know. Right. But I'm just saying. So, like I said, let's complete this. I don't care what title everybody want to put on it. And then Matt Jones. Oh my God. Oh.
I know how you feel about that, Trez.
Matt Jones fit the 49ers scheme. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's a statue. He's a statue. You don't have one quarterback that's mobile. You don't have another quarterback that just go duck when pressure comes.
Trez, we got to go. And Mac Jones will still be here Friday. Let's get back on that again.
I really don't want to, Ronbo. I thought Trey Lance back, man. I ain't Ronbo because Trey was in the system and he knows the system. Cal should right his wrong, man.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Phil.
Have a good one, Ronbo.
You too, Trez. Good to hear from you always. There he is.
Yes, sir.
All right, Trez. And Eric, who's been waiting, because he's mentioned in the chat. Come on, get in there, Eric. My God. You have got some situations going on. But you know what? A lot of analysts are liking what you guys are doing in the Emerald City.
We're making good moves. I really like what we're doing. I guess what we got here is two people pretending to be me in the chat tonight, and some of the things are not. That's not me, fam. That's not me.
This is the last time I got rid of somebody using another person's name. I got rid of the wrong one. I forgot his name, but he hasn't been back. He's going to eventually say something completely out of character. I'll get him. No, you can't be a fake Eric Wallace. I think that's him right there. Hopefully I don't doze off here. Yeah, that's not you. You didn't write that, did you? Hopefully I don't doze off here, right? That's not you.
No, that actually was me.
Oh, okay. It's too bad I can't find him talking now.
I hear that. I hear that they have been around for a little bit, so maybe somebody ran everybody out. I hope.
Yeah, some of the Rams favorites aren't in here today. Well, I didn't really want to see them either way, but the thing is, some of them marketing pros come in and made a couple unnecessary comments, but for the most part, I haven't seen any Rams fans. Yeah, and Texas Boy. But Texas Boy is probably sitting in a corner somewhere sobbing and buying extra boxes of tissues. Being a Dallas Cowboy fan right now is not ideal. He's in big trouble if he's going to root for football next season in any shape, way, fashion, or form, other than coming in here saying the most idiotic things anybody could say. You know? Good.
Now here's a question. I couldn't quite hear. What happened with Smooth?
Oh, Smooth. Eric, he just beat cancer, and he's had to beat cancer 3 times. That was already, can you imagine that, right? His daughter apparently didn't make it through labor. She delivers a daughter. The husband is killed in street violence. This is the kind of thing. This is a bad movie. You just can't. Who goes and endures all that? Smooth. Everybody that's heard you, I'll be thinking about you. I won't stop thinking about you. You just hope nothing else happens to him. He just can't get a break.
Yeah, I mean, he's a fighter. For him to be able to fight, think on 3 different occasions, it may have all of this going on.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, not good.
How you lose grip like that? That's just too much. So hang in there, man.
We on our end, my mom only had to beat it 1 time, and on days when I know that there's going to be tests going on, I don't really feel like talking to much of anybody until I know for sure what results are going to be coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway. But Eric, you guys got better by, first of all, the process of elimination, you got better through that because now DK's over, give the Steelers a hard time. And also, you picked up Sam Darnold. I didn't know if that was going to happen or not. And I said, wow. Eric, honestly, I can admit to you right now, I see us, 49ers, because I don't know what I have. I don't even know if we could end up bringing up the rear again. It depends on how fast our guys adjust. We got new guys in positions that are kind of frightening. But the only thing I can rest my hat on is the fact that Robert Saleh is a damn good defensive coach. So they'll probably keep us in close games. I don't know what to expect from the offense completely. So, yeah. I'll be rooting for you guys because the Rams get on every last nerve in my body. And the human body contains a lot of nerves. That's how annoying they've been. So, my second favorite team is the Hawks after all this time.
In fact, I don't know who it was, but those guys that was pretending to me were saying that Seattle was actually going to win the West this year. I'm like, okay.
Hey, Sam Darnold
Yeah.
is a better quarterback than people gave him credit for. You got a defensive-minded coach.
He just told me about that.
Yeah. And your coach knows what he's doing. That coach that used to be for the Ravens, he's got the 49ers fits. So you're in good shape as long as you got the personnel. Because I have a feeling, I don't know how, my team's got a couple of years. We may not be around this year. We'll be out there, but that's all. We got to put some pieces together. The guys have got to get to know each other and get used to how to work together. So, And then we could be surprised. I mean, you look at last year, you saw what happened to the Buffalo Bills. They got rid of everybody. And I started thinking, whoa, what are you going to do now? Bills, oh my God. They almost went to the damn Super Bowl. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
Rico says you guys.
So I hope everybody has a great night. God bless everyone. Much love.
Thanks, Eric. Appreciate your patience and waiting too. All right. We'll see you Friday. All right. All right, Eric. All right.
Bye, bud.
Here goes Eric. I can never imagine those years. I was always, as soon as our game was over, I couldn't wait to go see what the Raiders and Hawks are doing, and all I did was just hate every snap. Oh my God, drive him in that dirt, take us, I got demonic sometimes watching both teams. I wanted to see them in total annihilation. Now here I am, hoping the Hawks take the Rams down, because boy. Ooh. Oh, hey, yo, Raymond. Nah. Raymond, get in there, man. Raymond's out on the East Coast. Raymond might have passed.
Yo, Ronbo,
there he is.
You just took me off mute. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. Come on in.
Man, turn this thing up, man. All this depressing nonsense going on. Let me tell you something.
Hey, there's been a few positive folks in it tonight. A few, not many.
Do you know? Let me tell you something, Ronbo.
Yes.
First, number one, we got one of the weakest schedules in the NFL. Right. Number two, the football championship, the Super Bowl is going to be in Santa Clara. All right. That's number two.
Yeah.
Number three, we only really lost 1.5 players. All right. All y'all looking at all them names. When the last time Hufanga did something? All right, look at the list of them names again. Look at them
Drake
again.
Greenlaw had been out there for a year.
All right, look, we got his replacement already on the roster.
Yep.
All right?
And Debo's gotten on everybody's nerves.
Out there.
Yeah.
Mufasa, say it again. All right. Then you want to look at Leonard Floyd. He only played 1 year. We didn't need him last year. We lost anyway. So okay. Keep looking at them names. Shavarius Ward, I done seen him get torched so many times over there on that corner. All right, then let's keep looking at them names. Elijah Mitchell. Who the hell is that? So y'all just looking at these names.
He don't get to play, do he?
The 49ers losing all these players. Come on, man. Turn this thing up, man. We got 11 draft picks. We got one of the weakest schedules in the NFL. The NFL helping us out right now. The worst people we got to play on our schedule is our division, okay? We done do this all the time against our division. Look at who we playing. We played amongst of the Giants. Stop playing with me. Eagles, we coming for y'all asses. We about to get some draft picks this year, all right? They going to play. We lost 1.5 players. That is Kyle Juszczyk and half of Greenlaw, because every time we need Greenlaw to play, where's his ass at? On the bench. Man, turn me up, man. Fred Warner got this. We going to get another linebacker out there, and we going to get this thing popping. We need some offensive linemen. That's what we need. We need some offensive linemen to protect Brock Purdy, and we rolling. And Ayuk, your ass better get your stuff together because you ain't going nowhere. We done lost too many players. And you better cut them routes up out there and do what you got to do. And we out here. Ain't nobody scared of this league. This is the 49ers league.
Yes.
And then on top of that, when you put that logo on your helmet, you turn into Superman.
Yes.
You know who we are?
Yeah.
We the Niners out here, bro. Point blank, period. All this crybaby bullshit, we ain't losing nothing. Look at the schedule. Look at the schedule and holler at me.
Yeah.
Look at who cares who we lost? You know who we got? We got all the players that we would have lost without. We got Fred Warner. We got George Kittle. Trent, come on, Trent. I need you one more year. All right? We going to keep Christian McCaffrey. We not giving up. Not when the Super Bowl housed in our stadium. No. We going to be in that game. Yo, Eagles, we coming for y'all asses. Straight up. Straight up.
Yeah.
So, all that crybaby stuff, look at that list of names again. Look at that
Best
list of
call
names
tonight.
again.
Best call tonight, baby.
You know what?
Look
You're
at that list of names
absolutely
again
right,
and
man.
holler at me.
Yeah.
Javon Hargrave, where his ass been at? Where Javon Hargrave been at? On the bench. Look at these
On his sofa.
Come on, man.
He
Stop
didn't even
playing.
play last year.
Come on, man. Stop playing with me.
Debo?
Stop playing with me. We run this.
You know, Debo, it's Steven. Debo has been getting on my nerves for 2. I love Debo for what he has done, but Debo hasn't done jack for us in 2 years. And they're missing that
Look at
pass
this, what I'm talking about. We paying these players
never
off
gonna
of
get
past
over that
performance.
Debo. Oh.
One guy I wish we would have kept is Juszczyk.
Yeah. He was never
He made
used
the
like he
Pro
could have
Bowl
been.
every time he played with us. That's the one dude I wish we would have kept. And maybe Greenlaw, but who gonna pay him $30 million after he tore his ACL?
And worried about him getting hurt.
Go to the
Yeah.
Broncos. He's a hell of a player.
He is.
I swear to God, I wish he would have stayed. But what is Greenlaw always doing? Always hurt.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Your best attribute is your availability.
Yeah.
Nobody care about who Funga out there double move over the top. He's supposed to play safety. He's trying to play linebacker. Come on, man. We got this. How many times you watch that film and we getting cooked out there? Man, listen here.
No, no.
I'm with all the smoke. And then I want you to look at our schedule. Look at our schedule again and tell me who you scared of on that schedule.
Well, you did mention the Eagles, but that's about it. Everybody else is.
The Eagles ain't on our schedule. I'm talking about the Eagles in the
that's right.
playoffs. The Eagles, bruh, our hardest teams that we got to play is our division. Look at the
That's
schedule.
true. Raymond, you know, there's always a surprise, though. You're that team that looked like, well, look at the Vikings last year. Hey, there was no way in hell I thought we were going to lose the Vikings in week 2.
Guess who that surprise is this year? Guess
Who?
who that surprise? Guess who that surprise is? It's
Us.
us.
I knew where you were going with that.
They done gave up on us. You forgot it's only one dude that ain't get cut, that's supposed to get cut, and the whole 49er family know it? Moody, get the hell out of here. What's he still
Jake is
doing on the
worrisome.
team?
Yes. They got to bring some guys in to look at, though. Got to compete with them. Yeah.
Look at that list of names again. You want me to read them to you, or you got to go?
No, you got a minute. And so go ahead. Give me them names again, because I like hearing it.
All right, we got Debo Samuels. That's the consensus. Then you got Dre Greenlaw. That's the half a player right there. Dre Greenlaw, because he always hurt every time we need him. We got Tavares Ward. He get cooked out there all the time. Jalen Moore, Hufunga. Okay, that's okay. He didn't play none of last year anyway. Aaron Banks, I would have liked to keep him, but Elijah Mitchell. Who is that? This dude is always hurt. Get out of here. We got Joshua Dobbs. That's a backup quarterback. Javon Hargrave. He was hurt the whole season last year anyway. Leonard Floyd. Who is that? Our defensive line ain't even getting no pressure. So, I mean, come on, bro. Who are we losing, right? Kyle Juszczyk. and Malik Collins. We could have tried to keep him, but Cal
rotation.
Juszczyk is the one name on there that I wish we would have kept because that helped my boy Christian McCaffrey out in the running game. And I need Trent Williams one more year, man. That's it. After this year, we could lose. But I don't want to lose this year. We played the Super Bowl is in San Francisco. Imagine we in the Super Bowl in San Francisco. That thing going to be turned up. And I want to see that.
Yeah. And everybody's saying things like, man, the 49ers, the fans gave up on them in preseason. But not Raymond. No. Raymond, I love it, man.
Not I. Look at the names and then look at the schedule. And then, that's enough. We got this. We got this.
And the way you painted that picture.
We need a linebacker and we need some offensive linemen.
We do.
I trust my rookie wide receiver and and Brandon Ayuk. All right, now you better be at training camp. You better not be dropping that ball. All right, we need you to catch that ball. You better play for that contract you just earned with your torn up leg and all that. You better get your ass back out there and play this football game that you know how to play. You earn this money. Now go earn it.
Yeah.
Right? And then Juwan Jennings. Man, come on, man. Stop crying about what we don't have
some JJ.
and think about what we do have.
Oh, you know
we still got the best linebacker in the NFL.
Yeah.
How you feel about
We
Demarcus
still got
Robinson?
the best tight end in the NFL. Now, if you was playing Sunday and I told you Fred Warner was hurt, you wouldn't care about none of those names on that list.
That's true, because that's not good. Raymond, I want to thank you for changing the mood, and because I'm telling you right now, be back here Friday. And Raymond, we need you here every chance we get, because we cannot be falling down thinking we gonna get our ass whooped out there. We go 4-13, and no, we gotta stop that. I agree, Raymond.
We already got Hufanga replacement. Mustafa.
I know. We brought in another guy too, Jason Pinnock. I mean, tell you what, Raymond, let me see Friday, fam. We try to get you in earlier
go
too.
Niners, man. Ain't nobody giving up nothing. I want y'all to look at that schedule, who we got to play, and turn me up. We going to the playoffs. I holler.
Raymond.
All right, Ronbo.
There you go. Turn it down for what? Raymond. All right. Hey, yo, Steven.
Man, I don't even know how I'm going to follow up with that, Ronbo. I really don't.
We've had several people call in tonight. They're exactly right. We don't need, the only thing is about, the goal saying is fear itself. We're afraid of the unknown is what it is, because we felt comfortable. We looked at all those Pro Bowlers we got, and we think, we bad. And they were getting hurt right and left, couldn't even show up. So we need to get over that.
Ronbo, didn't I call last week, though? I said the whole reason why J.D. Walker stepped in and why John Lynch is really wearing the pants in the relationship between him and Kyle now is because they're going back to the basics, what got them to the Super Bowl, which was the West Coast mindset, meaning get rid of the players before they become too goddamn expensive.
Bill Walsh.
I didn't think it was that extent. I mean, I'm not going to say I expected this many players to get cut, but I wasn't expecting that. Juice was one of the ones I was kind of shocked about because he's willing to take a pay cut regardless. If he wants to be with George, he wants to be with the 49ers. So it was kind of sad to see that happen. But I think the reason why they did it was because they got that tight end that is a really good blocking tight end. And unfortunately, Juice is going to get phased out.
Yeah, Luke Farrell. Yeah. I can't wait to see him. I mean, how he works.
What I see happening, though, believe it or not, what I see happening, Ronbo,
is
Isaac Guerrero getting moved in to fullback position.
No, Steven, the fullback position is being phased out with Kyle's offense. That's the thing. And I think that's the main reason why he let Juice go. He's evolving, and he knew he had to this year. So even as we speak, Kyle Shanahan is coming up with schemes and things that the NFL has not seen but anticipate. And they think they're going to see the same thing that last year, which everybody figured out. Because, Steven, everybody's running Kyle's offense. Everybody in the league is running Kyle's offense. Yeah. So, of course, they're used to it.
Everyone's running his offense.
Yeah.
Everybody. And you know what's crazy, too, Ronbo, is like I said last week, there are a couple of teams that took a bite off of the Niners, and one of the main ones is the Commanders. Commanders are no joke this year. They are not to be taken lightly.
And Adam Peters is going to add to that team, too.
We got to remember this. The Giants will always be a trap game, no matter which way you look at it. And I'm saying because even if we win, we're going to lose players. That's how it is. And I don't know if we're playing at MetLife or if
It's
we're
that
playing
stadium,
here at
exactly.
Santa Clara. But that stadium's cursed, and anytime a team goes over there, somebody gets killed. Every time. But, hey, how about Cooper Kupp getting released? That's
Who?
funny.
Wait, who?
I think that's hilarious. Cooper Kupp.
Oh, they finally do it?
Yeah, they finally did. He's gone. He's
Okay.
gone. They released him.
It must have been
Not only
2 or 3 hours
we picked
ago.
up DeMarcus Robinson, Ronbo. I've been trying to throw him in the call a couple of times. DeMarcus Robinson caught 11 touchdowns this season, and he cooked the shit out of the Niners multiple times on both occasions. He cooked our corners, and I think one of the corners he cooked was Isaac Yiadom and Trevarius Ward.
So, everybody cooks Yadam. Now, okay, well, you know what?
Terrible.
They gave him a 2-year contract
terrible.
too. I know.
Yeah, versus Rocky Sin was actually kind of solid compared to Isaac Yiadom. I don't know what they saw in Yiadom that was like, oh yeah, we're gonna.
Well,
give him
he
a
was
2-year
good when
contract.
he was in Louisiana.
Yeah, crazy.
Must have been the change in weather.
But you
or
know
something.
what?
God.
Hey, Ronbo, if Brock Purdy needs a new agent, tell him to hit. If we ever get a chance, hopefully he listens. If he needs a new agent, I hope he hits up Aaron Banks' agent, because Aaron Banks' agent fleeced the fuck out of the Packers, man. You can't even 77. Whew, I mean,
maybe he made a good job against the Packers. Sometimes teams go by that. He did a good job against us. Okay, let's get him on our team and get him off us. So,
well, Ronbo, that's just crazy.
No,
Come on,
I wouldn't have paid him that
Moore
much.
Did more than he did.
Jalen
He
got
did
paid
more
too.
But here's the thing: he got paid marginally less than Aaron Banks. I may have gotten it wrong. I think Jalen Moore got signed to the Packers, and Aaron Banks got fleeced some other team. But whoever he went to,
No, Jalen Moore.
man.
Jalen Moore went to the Chiefs.
Okay, so I had it right. My bad. But like I said, it all goes down to, got to get rid of the talent before they become expensive or they become expendable. You know what I mean? And
Especially when they're laying up hurt.
We lost a lot of players.
Yeah.
I knew exactly we were going to lose Dre. I said it's going to suck, but I knew we were going to lose Dre because when they offered him that 1-year prove deal, I knew that was going to rub him the wrong way. Nah, you know what? I'd rather just do this. I've proven myself time and time again. You guys don't trust me. It's like, but bro, you tore your Achilles, and then you came back, and you still and then you still aggravated it when you came back.
Immediately.
As Roman.
Well, not immediately, but couldn't stay on the field.
Yeah, it's like, you gotta think of it from a business aspect. Availability is the best kind of availability, and if you're not accounted for, then what are you doing? Why are we paying you?
Yeah,
and
that ability's not there.
Trade CMC, that's crazy because even when CMC isn't healthy and he's still playing, he still gets positive yards. And
he messes with the defensive coordinator. I like that.
Mm-hmm. And here's the crazy part too, Ronbo, is you want to get rid of CMC, right? CMC is the heel of that offense. And I mean that in every sense of the word because he can change the outcome of a game. He's our version of Saquon Barkley.
Yeah,
Look at what the Eagles did. Look at how quickly that offense changed when they acquired Saquon from the Giants.
I mean,
that's just crazy that a running back came in. And he's coming off of injury. Let's talk about that. He's coming off of an ACL tear? Same thing as McCaffrey?
Well, actually, he's been okay for the last couple of years. So he's 2 years removed from that injury for sure. But yeah, Saquon was out of control this year. It was amazing. That was scary. So
it's like no defensive coordinator had an answer. Not even. I mean, Stags had somewhat of an idea, but not really.
Yeah, the Chiefs did slow him down a lot.
They took him out of the game, but they had nothing else to do. They had nothing else to do.
And Hurts got hot. Steven, we got to go because I'm getting ready to knock off here in a minute. But listen, before Brian, Raymond, what? Yeah, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and see you Friday, okay? And who is that? She's all feisty. What did she know what time it is?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, is that Rome?
He's gonna get a bath right now. But,
that always knocks him out.
Man, like I said, Ronbo, we'll be all right. The draft.
No, I think so. We may be overreacting.
Mac Jones for reassurance. He can't even throw the goddamn ball. He got released multiple times.
We'll see in preseason. All right, fam. I'll see you Friday.
Man, but I'll see you Friday.
Looking forward to it, Steven. All right, fam. And Raymond, 49er Brian really enjoyed you a lot. Best call of the night. I have a feeling, though, we're making much to do about nothing. Now, remember, all those guys other than Juice weren't really doing anything. So to pay them their salaries, and all of them got paid a lot, was most likely the right thing to do. It just looked kind of scary. Look at it. Damn. Hey, yo, Ellis, come on in.
Ronbo.
Yeah, Ellis.
What's going on?
Man, that's what we're trying to figure out, man, because, but honestly, when you look at it, and I stop crying about it, it makes sense. And Ellis, honestly, I don't know if it's going to make a lot of difference because these fellas weren't here last year anyway. And Juice was here. They wouldn't use him. Dre, we didn't see Dre last year. Aaron Banks, remember that toe thing he had? He missed a bunch of games, and when he did play, he was getting whiffed on. It's Leonard Floyd. Leonard was okay, but Leonard played maybe 1 week, he'll do something good, and he'll play 3 weeks, you don't know he's out there. So everybody who left, I think that was an accident losing Floyd, though, because they thought Joey was going to sign. and I'm out here, man. Hey, guys, thanks for the talk. What? Is Leonard gone? He just left. Oh. Now, these kind of things, a comedy of errors. But, Ellis, from your perspective, what did you make of this?
I mean, the only player that I didn't really that I wanted to keep. I mean, I'm a Juice guy, so I like Juice. But him and most importantly Dre, I wanted them to stick around.
I think we all agree on this too. Yeah.
I didn't, but outside of everybody else, I'm not concerned. I mean, we wasted so much money on Javon Hargrave. That was just a total.
I mean, you said that from day one too.
Miscue. I never liked him, honestly. I was not excited. But it's what has to happen. I mean, I don't want to say we're taking a page out of the Rams book, but shit, it's looking kind of spooky.
Yeah.
With the dead cap, yeah, and then we got to resort to the draft. So we basically already have 4 compensatory picks for next year's draft already, and we have at the max of what we could get as far as compensatory drafts for this year's draft. It's based on what we did, which is good, moving forward. But we have to actually draft the right players this time, which is going to be interesting to see if that actually happens, because a lot of other teams always tend to draft better than we do.
Like my
last
hero,
year was
Howie
the best
Roseman.
draft that we've had.
Roseman, I mean.
Yeah.
God,
Rosen.
Oh, God, he's great.
They draft better than we do. The Seahawks draft better than we do.
But Ellis, you know what?
Rams
He just
draft better than we
camps out
do.
at Georgia. I mean, he ain't looking around beyond that. That's a pretty good move on his part, though.
Yeah, the Ravens draft better than we do.
Yeah, it's true. They do well, don't they? Actually.
Yeah, they actually get really good players too, man. So,
who else?
I don't know. It's gonna. We
But the
gotta
Rams
step
got a
it
good
up.
lot last couple of years, actually.
Yeah,
Not bad.
yeah. That's why I said the Rams, the Seahawks.
Did you?
Shit,
Yeah,
they
Hawks.
both,
Western Division.
Mhm.
And actually, I don't know what's going on with the Cardinals
Yeah.
because they kind of do well too, but something goes wrong. That tight end they got?
Yeah.
That's a bad boy.
Yeah. I said get Trey McBride, man. I
Yeah,
swear.
McBride. I said, man.
Yeah, that's a bad man right there. Imagine him and George, you know what I'm saying, together. And he can block his ass off and catch. So he's the perfect mix of both, the best of both worlds,
Yeah.
So him and George would have been tearing shit up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, but it is what it is, man. It was time, to trim the fat, get rid of guys that wasn't really doing nothing. We had a lot of players that weren't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Juice took a lot of pay cuts. Yeah, he was the highest paid fullback or whatever, but he was also taking pay cuts with no problem. Maybe he didn't like it as much, but he was taking pay cuts and taking them for the team, and he wasn't getting utilized. And he deserved so much more as far as inclusion on the field. That really pissed me off. It's pissed me off for like the last 4 seasons, I want to say. And that's all Kyle's fault. But Dre, but he got paid, man. Dre needed to get his money because he was not really getting his coin, so he had to get his coin somewhere. So I'm just glad at least he was able to get what he needed contract wise. And
hope he can stay healthy, man. Because Dre, man, he play his ass off, but how many weeks is he gonna be okay?
Yeah, man. And look, hey, we got Mac Jones now. So, and I was saying, I said, give me Mac or give me Zach, and we got Mac. So
that's true. The other day you mentioned this. That's right.
Yeah. I've been talking about that for a little minute.
Ellis, but you didn't mind saying things. I was afraid to say anything when everybody's talking about between Trey and Mac Jones. I just didn't take a position because I don't watch either one of them. I don't watch college ball. So everybody was just hating Mac Jones. Just hating him. What is this dude, man? Okay, well, let's see what happens. And sure enough, he came to the league. And he was an alternate for the Pro Bowl that year.
Yeah, he was. He had a good rookie season, and he's grown and he's learned, him and Zach both. So, but when it comes to, he's with the Broncos right now, but I think he's a free agent right now.
Okay. Oh, was
unless they sign him for more than 1 year. Unless he had like a 2-year. I don't know what his deal was with them. But yeah, I think he may very well. Yeah, I mean, he would be stupid to get rid of him, but I think Zach can start, but maybe he needs to get another year, under Peyton, and kind of just try to get an opportunity there. It would be best for him to do that,
And you got
I think the Broncos will be a lot better next year.
Let him back up.
Yeah, he looked good, but it's gonna be. It's going to be interesting to see what they end up doing with this draft. That's what I'm concerned about. They're definitely getting like at least 3 or 4 defensive tackles. We need 3 offensive linemen. So 7, 8 of those picks is going to go in the trenches. I'm just going to say right now, at least 7.
Agree.
And then the other 4, a linebacker. When we got the undrafted guys too, we'll probably get about 10 undrafted guys or close enough to it. But there's supposed to be a lot of guys available, though, towards the end of the draft and stuff like that, because they said this is a lot of COVID kids and stuff like that, a lot of 7-year players and stuff like that have been kind of waiting for the opportunity. So there's going to be some experienced players who are going to get drafted late that could be valuable for us to, take. So we just got to make sure we take care of business in the draft. Yeah. The most important part. Elijah Mitchell's going to go crazy though in KC, man. I watched a video of him training the other day, and he looks good, man. Look, if he stays, healthy, man, he's going to go crazy.
He'd have been crazy. He'd have been good here if he would have stayed off the
he would just kept his ass healthy.
Yeah, he could play.
Yeah, stay off the cart. Yeah, stay off the damn cart. If he could have did that, he'd have been all right.
Because he can go.
Yeah, Ronbo.
Right.
Ronbo.
Yo.
Ronbo. Did you watch the rest of those videos?
Listen.
You gave me a word now.
I've hit up a couple too, and I'm enjoying them when I see them too. The draft, I will get them all done before the draft because that's when we're going to know those people. And when they get picked up, I go, hey, Alice told me about that guy. Oh, we got him, Alice. I mean, so, I'm looking for that moment.
Yeah. At least two of them, man. If we could get any 2 of those guys, I know we got DeMarcus Robinson, but I'm not I'm not excited about that. He's not bad though, but we need to make sure we at least get 2 more in the draft.
All right. Unless we got to go look because it's getting late. I'm going to tell you what. I'll see you Friday, and I'll get back to you on the books. All right, fam.
bet, yeah. Shout out to family, man. Hit that like and subscribe, man. Shout out to chat, man, and y'all know who you are, man. Just for life.
All right,
family.
Fam. Appreciate
Thank you for the platform. Yes, sir.
All right, fam.
Go.
Norm, is that right? Norm. I guess. Well, actually, the season is officially underway. And Norm, as this is the time when I have to ask him, Norm, what time is it?
Well, it's still Niners all day. Especially on days
Raymond made that
like
clear. Yes.
Yeah, especially on. Shout out to Raymond. Shout out to Raymond, man. The East Coast
Alex.
fans. I love the East Coast fans, the East Coast Niners fans. I can't wait to go out there. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? A little bit. Come check out the East Coast, man, because y'all got a different breed for real.
Yeah, it's a different vibe.
Y'all got a different type of heart. You know what I'm saying? Because out here, look, I be on the group chats, right? And I'll be seeing when all this stuff is happening. I didn't even want to come on no networks. I don't come on no podcasts to say nothing because people are gonna be so befuddled by my optimism and my faithfulism. I'm like, why? What is the panic about?
Mm-hmm. It's welcome here, Norm. Yeah, we've had several people do that tonight.
When I got on here, I heard Mac Jones got signed, and that was what I was going to come on here and laugh at that.
He's not getting paid much money. It's okay.
It's entered the franchise. How did this happen?
That he got loose today. Because wasn't Mac Jones? He was in Jacksonville.
You know how many people was arguing? It seemed like yesterday people was arguing about Mac Jones
versus Trey Lance. You remember that?
Yeah.
I mean, it was brutal. Did you know about Mac Jones? I mean, everybody knew because they won I think they won the national championship that year or something. But how did you feel about Mac Jones back then? Because people hated Mac Jones. Oh, like Mac Jones did something terrible to him.
I think Mac Jones. I think he wasn't just the standout guy like a Trey Lance or people wanted a mobile quarterback because
Zach Wilson was getting low.
They wanted somebody with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
somebody who can beat out that type of talent. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I think Mac Jones was one of those ones that stood out in that draft class because I watched him play for the Patriots. I don't know what offense they was running that had him looking like that, but hey.
No, he looked pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
He got beat up though.
Yeah, he got beat up pretty bad. But at the same time, though, I mean, he held his own with Jacksonville. Speaking of Jacksonville, I was talking to a Jaguars fan about Luke Farrell.
I've never met a Jaguars fan. What did he say?
I don't know what they look like. What do they look like? They like a lot of shrimp, and yeah, that's all I know about Jacksonville. But anyway, they said this guy was pretty good. He was like, as far as blocking, I've heard people say that before. But yeah, I've met some Jaguars. I talked to some Jaguars. I talked to a Jaguar. I was like, what you feel about Luke Farrell? They was like, man, yeah, I hope he does good for y'all. So that was it.
Really? I'm glad you asked him that too. Because everybody's raving about his ability to block. And that's what George Kittle needs.
Yeah.
Somebody to get him off that inline blocking every week. He should be out catching passes.
It could be Shanahan fine-tuning his offense with the zone blocking and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just like maybe some of the things he felt like, okay, this isn't working anymore because everybody figured it out. Let me do something else. Let me mix up the recipe real quick.
Yeah, Shannon's doing that right now. I mean, the dude is in the lab looking like a mad scientist, I would imagine. Because last year, Norm, as you know, everybody knew what he was going to do. Debo was the worst victim of it all. Debo come run around that corner. damn, how y'all know I'm coming? Bam! You know?
Right.
That's because
It's
everybody's
like,
seeing
soon as
everything
they
out
see
we were
jet sweep,
doing. Yeah.
like they seen it right before the quarterback said hike, they knew exactly where to go.
Right.
And it's like it was so predictable. So now it's like, okay, cool. How are you going to fine tune that now that you have a schedule that you can work with, where you can get this, like you have the opportunity to really fine tune your offense and your defense to match up with NFL standards, because you have the schedule that you have. You may have a few tough teams here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Surprises.
A couple in our division. You maybe one or two out of them that may just like shock us. But
Yeah, there's
other
always.
than that, this is the perfect season opportunity for us to really fine tune that offense to where we can come away with games like, oh, it was the Niners, whatever, but stuff like that. So
No, I got faith in them. Because John and Kyle,
and have a
they're
good
football
record.
guys,
Have
so
a
I'm
good
not worried
record
about that.
going to playoffs. And, like this is like a going back to the brick by brick thing.
Yeah,
But
kind
it's
of.
just now you still have a solid foundation. So you just remember the last time we did the brick by brick thing, we had to build the foundation first and then put the bricks up. Now we got the foundation. I mean, so that's a plus.
Especially after last year getting hit with a hurricane that took that building down. So, we're ready. I don't have any. I mean, some of us are a little scared, including me, but it's just a fear of the unknown is always going to do that to you. But after 2 or 3 weeks, I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of what people are thinking already. Because, Norm, look at the people that are on the thumbnail. They weren't doing anything except for Juice. Everybody else is either hurt
Like we had,
or a non-factor.
Like people are crying about a guy who dropped the ball at a very key part of the game.
Oh, Debo.
Sorry. Wish you blessed.
We're never going to forget that.
I'm never going to forget that. I hope you do great in Washington, and I hope when we play against you in the playoffs, you do it again.
Yeah. Hey, Norm, it's so funny because if he does catch the ball, I'm going to be mad as hell. I'm going to be as mad as I was when we were playing the Rams, and that was his play. His slant across the middle, and he catches the ball and he takes it for God knows how long. He dropped it. That's Debo. WTF? Did you really
take it away from him?
Oh,
just God, like it's to a point where now it's like you just look at the NFL. It's like you got to look at how the NFL is, and when you have a team that's had a certain program that's been figured out, you got to learn how to adapt. You have to learn how to readapt and readjust, man. You got to be a chameleon out there. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
That's what's going to be. Norm, I'm so glad to have you back. See, Norm is like civilized in a way where Norm knows don't keep watching football all year round. Don't be participating. Let it go. Breathe. There's a whole world out there. And then he comes back as soon as football season starts, which is officially underway on Norm. So I expect to see you Friday.
Oh, yeah. We'll be I'll be here. I'll be paying attention. I'll be tapping in all the time. But only thing I got to say
is
his Niners all day. Shout out to the franchise. Shout out to everybody.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody. And I pray for y'all, everybody up top, straight up. That's all I got to say.
No, and somebody wants that sweater. I just seen that comment there. So look out, because if somebody snatches it off you while you're walking down the street, you'll know. All right.
Get it from above the brim on Pacific Avenue, Stockton, California. Let's go.
All right. Norm. Oh, God. Let Rudy call in. Jack, I have never told Rudy he couldn't call in. You guys can always call in. I ain't scared of y'all. Hey, yo, E. And Rudy's called in before, too. Talking major poo-poo. Most of you guys, that's what you do. Talk major poo-poo. E!
Well, what's good with you?
Hey, baby. Sit back here and felt like we got you know you ever get a bucket of cold water thrown on you, you didn't see it coming? It just shocks the bejesus.
Hell no.
Yeah, no, I've had it. Well, the kind of people I used to hang out with didn't have good sense. They would do something like that.
Yeah, I'd have given you some stuff.
You know?
Yeah, that whole dollar after that.
And all those kind of people, you had to know not to get him trying to kill him, you know. So
I'd have broke something. I'd have made him cry.
At least.
That's what my cousins and stuff said. I was like, when I grew up and they used to play with me, boy, I used to turn up on them. I punched him. I got a cousin 6'5", 300 pounds. Well, he was like 500, 600 pounds before he passed.
Yeah.
But I punched him. I hit him in the head with a frying pan.
You one of them dudes. I have female relatives in my family like that they didn't care if you lived or died with whatever they hit you with. But they would give me, you know, but no dudes. So you was that. Oh my God, that is frightening. Never forget it. I had a cousin too. You know how you cooking, you know, in the kitchen you got that big fork and a big spoon? I just threw that fork at me. And she wasn't playing. If that fork would have hit me, it just missed me. And then she cussed me out. I said, you know what? God.
I gotta get out of here.
Whoa. But anyway, you see what happened, man. We're all. I thought today I'd ask, are you okay? Everybody, I was like, is everybody all right? Are we okay? You know how a bomb just hit the in the area and we're down on the floor, hunkered down from debris flying. You raise up, everybody okay? It's the same kind of thing. You're like, damn.
You'll have your boy standing there saying, I want all the smoke.
You know, but you know what?
He was good. He woke me up a little bit.
Well, you know, because he's
Raymond, I
he's
think
right.
His name was, right?
Yeah, Raymond. Raymond's right though. Don't overreact to this. It's not as serious, I don't think, as some of us would lead to believe. It's not that. It's bad in a way because I wish they were still healthy, but they weren't, and we were doing without them anyway. So we need to get some new bodies in here.
We do. It's not even draft after draft or after the draft where a lot of the free agents, whoever you picked in the draft, you might kick out because you picked that person in the draft. So I don't want to say this out loud because, like I said, Raymond turned me up a little bit, and he said, you know, he got me happy.
Yeah, same here.
But I don't see the playoffs.
Well,
and I see Matt Jones starting.
And Jake
he got the guy he wanted.
Getting into the Pro Bowl next year.
No, I don't know about all that now. Well, I don't like his head is off. I got to see where his head is at.
Yeah.
They said his head was off, so that's it right there.
Jake Moody? No, I knew it. You knew it was psychological. Jake had fear in his eyes every time he walked out there.
So I don't like. I mean, I want the man to be healthy and do what he got to do. So maybe he just got to do what he got to do somewhere else. That's all I'm saying.
You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here.
Word. All of the free agents picks I thought was zero until they picked up the corner and the wide receiver.
Yeah, I heard things about Jason Pinnock. I already know about DeMarcus Robinson, Richie Grant from the Falcons. I don't know, Tony, Luke Gifford, a linebacker. But he's good at Luke Gifford is a special teams maniac from what I remember reading about him.
Special.
Yeah, Luke Farrell, a good blocker. The 49ers, they administer to specific need with these people.
That's good. On free agency, that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought they should do that. Don't do it in the draft because there's too many question marks.
Yes, yeah.
Do it in free agents with the players who you know who've been in the league, who did something.
They've already proven it, yes. So you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Now
I got a question before we leave.
Mm-hmm.
Sanders, if he falls to 11.
You did this the other day. You did this the other day.
And Sanders?
Yeah.
Yep. I keep thinking he's going to fall because Jets done picked up them a quarterback. Or the Jets and the Raiders picked up them a quarterback. Those only team I thought was going to pick up Sanders because he's going to drop.
He's going to the Giants. Because the Giants pick what?
4th or 5th.
Yeah.
One of them. Maybe 3rd. But I don't think he's going
unless
to
Deion threatens him, don't pick up my son. Who is this? This is Deion.
But I think he'll like the Giants for his son because it's a New York. He liked the media.
He likes the big media. Yeah, that's the spotlight.
Yeah, that's his spotlight. Deion Sanders want all that spotlight. He's prime.
You know.
So
it's a program that you're right, because he can go in there and they're already down at the bottom. So no matter what he does, it's going to be appreciated.
Yeah,
they need to build around him though. Are the Giants, because they have not shown any potential or intelligence in the draft. So they got a couple. They got a good receiver. I got to take that back. They got a couple good receivers. They have scattered talent throughout their roster, but consistency every year in the draft is questionable. And also, they don't really pick up a lot of free agents because nobody wants to play there. They're like we were when Trent Baalke was out begging people to come and play, and people say, you still working for the 49ers, right? Yeah.
Oh,
hell no.
I mean, we got Washington and Philly over there.
Who?
Washington and Philly's over there, so they're not going to be over 500.
Yeah, see.
And like you said, I don't know where we're going to end up at in our division since we was 1-5 last year.
That's worrisome, ain't it? I need to see what we look like, though, with Robert Saleh's defense, number one, and Kyle's I don't know, what is Kyle's remake of his offense. I will see. I can't even imagine just yet.
One thing I want to say about Saleh, I love him. He's a great coach. If you put, say, Owen Burks on the outside and he got to tackle Lamar Jackson, it's not going to happen. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, regardless if that coach is good, you're going to have some players, and we still don't have no decent line.
Owen Burks and Lamar Jackson can run around there. You know, there's really good, talented, speedy linebackers and cornerbacks. When Lamar Jackson comes around the corner, he can wave at him. Him and
wave at him.
You know,
and everybody. I'm sorry.
No,
everybody hating on Greenlaw.
I've never been mad at Greenlaw. I just wish he could stay healthy. That's the only problem we got with him.
How many tackles did he have that last game he got hurt?
He led the team.
About
probably
10 tackles in one half, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's gone now, so I ain't gonna pay no attention to him no more. I don't like him no more.
Man, we got to pull up though. Come back Friday because we will still be talking about the same irritating things. Because until it gets better, we got to get it off the chest. Can't hold it in.
Can't.
Hey.
Matt Jones starting quarterback. Watch it. You'll see it.
I'll
not
be
getting a contract, I don't think.
All right.
Yeah, Purdy ain't getting no contract.
Oh, God. All right.
Be good.
I'll see you Friday. He could be right. Can you imagine, though? I'm remembering what he's saying. If Brock signs a contract tomorrow, I can't wait. Hey, yo, Tony.
Ronbo.
Tony. Well, Tony, you've been a man that's not real tolerant of the shenanigans going on in Santa Clara, and you know, though, Tony, I'd love to hear your reaction though when you first saw the madness break loose. What were you thinking, and what are you thinking now?
I'm excited, Ronbo, because it's going to force Shanahan to use these guys and some of the rookies.
Yeah.
And if you have a look at the dudes, what I want you to do is when you have a look at these new guys, the thing I want you to notice most about them, more than anything, is that they can tackle.
Yeah, they're all specialists too, like Richie Grant.
Yeah.
And Luke Gifford. Luke Gifford is one of those guys you want on special teams. And you mentioned tackling. Luke's not if he grabs you, you're going down. Luke Farrell. Now we don't have to overwork George Kittle as far as blocking. This guy is a monster. Jason Pinnock, fast as hell, 4.41. Yeah, they troubleshooted. They did some troubleshooting and picked up the right spots because you don't want to trust these kind of guys in the draft. You want to get a guy that's already proven he can do these things, like somebody just said a minute ago.
Yeah, well, our biggest problem last year was 13 missed tackles a game. You know, I mean,
that was an average, huh?
I
never looked at that number.
Yeah,
God.
When you look at the game of football, Ronbo, two areas if you want to have a chance when it comes to the pointing end, and that's stopping the run and protecting your quarterback.
Yep. Or else you get it.
And so that's where we improved the most in the tackling scenario, which I'm happy about. You know what I mean? Because, like I said to you about Talanoa was a good player, but he couldn't tackle for shit when You know, when it came to, yeah, when it counted. That's exactly the word I'm looking for. When it counted.
And
In
Tony,
big
you
games.
remember in the beginning when he was tackling wrong and he damn near broke his neck and he had to retrain for how to tackle properly in the NFL? That right there bothered me because, Tom, most coaches say don't lead with your head like that. You're going to get your brains knocked out. So at that point when I saw him do that, I said, we learned that in high school. Get your neck broke doing that.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, Trez, don't worry about Moody. Moody will be fine. Because I'll tell you why, Ronbo, it's a bit of a funny thing. But I reckon Moody was shitting himself. You know how Debo went to the sideline and grabbed that guy by the neck?
By the throat, I know.
Yeah.
Jake's face.
Now,
Go back and look at that clip. Look at Jake's face when he does that. Jake thought he was next.
So Moody's under pressure thinking, if I miss this, Debo's going to, choke me. So he's gone. Debo's gone now. I reckon he'll be fine.
He relaxed now. He was under a lot of stress.
Yeah,
I thought about that, Tony. He probably did have fear. Leg was shaking. God, Jesus, Jake, man up.
But the other thing is, these guys are smart. The front office is smart. They just bought another soccer team, don't you?
Yeah, now when you said that, I answered you. I laughed. Scotland? If I'm going to look for European football or rugby or anything like that, I'm not going to Scotland. I know Brits that laugh about Scotland as far as football goes, especially the rugby leagues. England just played Scotland last week, right? And it was no contest. And I know a Scot, too. This was before 2 or 3. I'd meet him at pubs. I said, you guys, England's like, we play Scotland. It's just a wash. So, when you told me they're in Scotland looking to build a team, I said, why the hell would they do that? I thought you were kidding.
Glasgow Rangers. Pride and joy of Scotland.
Have they ever been good?
They're the best team in Scotland, but, as far as international goes, not too good. But look, they're selling 10% of the franchise, which is $900 million. And they'll recover their money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can sit in the boardroom and you still can't say jack shit because you'll just sit there and collect your dividend. That's all that's what you bought in for. You're not going to have any input.
Yeah.
But Cooper Cup went to Cowboys.
Oh, really? Hey, when did this break?
Yes.
Not too long ago.
Yesterday.
Oh, it did happen yesterday. Because I kept looking at, where's Cup?
Yeah.
The Cowboys picked him up. That's just like Jerry Jones. You don't have to pay him any amount of money. Dak's going to love
Jerry Jones. I think he got I think it's a 1-year deal or something. I'm not sure. But.
Yeah, it's usually what you do with those kind of pickups. So if he does well, he'll get renewed. They need a wide receiver badly, too. Because CeeDee's not, he's the only guy they had. So Cooper Kupp could help him as long as he can stay healthy. That's the problem, Tony. Some of these guys are good, but they can't stay on the field.
Well, we've got to worry about our team. I think we're going in the right direction, and everyone's chomping at the bit, like myself and yourself and everybody else included, to see what they're going to do in the draft. And the scary thing is pick number 11,
Yeah, I know.
Look, don't be surprised if they go. I'm not saying with pick number 11, but they'll definitely get wide receiver, maybe,
Not this year, not in the first round. Because that would, John would probably come down and pistol whip Kyle or John, whoever made that choice right there in the office.
Not in the first round, but, I'm hoping it's the best available O-line right tackle because we haven't learnt our lesson yet so far, and the teams are going to keep on attacking us down that right side.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be pissing themselves laughing. They're going to say, these people are idiots, man. They've still got that goose on the right-hand side. We're just going to keep going down that side.
It's going to be interesting that first round because the 49ers, their identity is their defense. We'll see. Well, you take offensive line. I'm going to take defensive line. We'll come back and say, I told you we're going to do that. Well, we'll see. Because sensibly, offensive line.
It's most probably because whatever we want, they go the opposite.
I know.
Yeah, it's most probably going to be defensive line, and I don't know why. But you would think that you go the best available player with that pick.
It remains to be seen. Tony, we do have to go, though. I tell you what, I'll look for you Friday, and let's pick up where we left off right here, talking about which line member, offense or defense, is it going to be. All right?
Yeah. All right, brother. Shout out to the mob, and shout out to Smooth, man. Poor boy. Can't catch a break. That guy.
It just kills me to think about that. Anyway, we're going to keep prayers going for him. All right, Tony.
Yeah.
Cheers, my man.
All right, brother. See you in the next chapter.
Looking forward.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, Tony. Yeah. You know what? I got to... Hold on just a second here. And that's, without any further ado, Jalen.
Ronbo, can you hear me?
Jalen, I can hear you.
Well, Ronbo, me and Big Show told you and the chat about this like months ago.
Yeah.
About the free agency.
I stand corrected. Yeah.
Ronbo, it's kind of crazy. Ronbo, some of these 49ers sound like bitter exes. Now, all of a sudden, the players that we lost weren't any good. They weren't doing anything. Are we serious?
No, but they weren't available. They were usually, all of them pretty much were out most of the time. Except for Juice.
Rombo.
Yeah.
Crazy how when they were out, we were crying and complaining, saying, man, I can't wait till they get back. Now they gone, they weren't even good to begin with.
Well,
Come on, Niners, man.
Jalen, wait, that's not the perspective. You're taking it wrong. Now, losing them means we're nowhere different than we were last year because they weren't going to make it. Dre, as awesome as he is, most likely odds are he wasn't going to be able to play the entire season for you. We already know Talanoa and his situation. Talanoa got hurt every 5 minutes, too. Debo could run across the field and drop to a knee for reasons unknown until you find out his leg was about to go. Juice is hurt. That's painful. Nobody wants to see Juice leave. We could have used him in another role, but Kyle's changing the offense. And then Aaron Banks, I don't know what to think about Aaron Banks. And Leonard Floyd,
Rombo, there's no reason
made a mistake
we got rid of Aaron Banks. There was no reason for us to get rid of Aaron Banks. The man's allowed 1 sack in his career. Come on now. What are we doing?
No, is that right?
He's allowed maybe 1 or 2 sacks in his career. Like, I don't know what we're doing.
No, well, Aaron's another guy. His toe never would heal up last year. So now the 49ers are not tolerating being gone. You know.
Rombo, you got rid of George Kittle's right hand man. You got rid of Trent Williams' right hand man.
Me about you, man.
You got rid of Trent Williams' right hand man. You got
rid of
Fred Warner's right hand man, and you got rid of Kittle's right hand man.
Jalen, you those guys that came in and played, they ought to move Pinnock to left tackle, left guard. We're gonna see what they do. The 49ers they've got to save money. Jed came in and announced, he read all 13 pages of the Riot Act. I ain't going to be spending all this money for no 5 and damn 6 and 11. You know, so you know it got ugly there for a minute. So you know they had to recalibrate.
Yeah. Why you think that we gonna draft the running back
What round?
in the first round?
Why do people call this? A lot of us are calling 49ers a bunch of damn fools. If the 49ers grab a running back in the first round, you'll see Jed York come running down to beat Roger Goodell. Wait a minute, hold it. That's not happening. Listen, can I get 5 minutes? I want to go talk to my people. Because, you know, they ain't running back in the first round, somebody would need to be fired.
Ronbo, I guarantee you it's going to happen. The man took a wide receiver.
Who is it that you're talking about? There must be somebody special. Running back in the first round, Jalen? You're serious, aren't you?
Ronbo, he took a wide receiver.
But we was picking pick number 31.
Yeah, what pick we got this year? Like, what, 15?
11. You don't pick a wide receiver at 11 when you got as many holes as we do in that defensive line, that offensive line. I don't even need to tell you about that.
We had holes on both sides, and we still took a wide receiver.
Well, they weren't as obvious. We needed a wide receiver because
I don't have any faith in this man in the first round. I have no faith in him.
Jay, we didn't know if BA was going to play with us this year or not. You had to almost get a receiver.
Oh, yeah, he hadn't been signed yet.
Yeah, it was clowning. Yeah, if you can't afford a Maserati, well, you know, BA, what the hell are you talking about? Oh no, so you know, they got to get it. It's going to be a defensive lineman in the first round, Jalen. I would bet any amount of money.
Okay. Well, if it's a running back, I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah, well, you should. I might laugh too after I get through crying.
Don't cry.
You know, I got that because that would be the biggest mistake they'd made in
the
9 years. They made
hell no.
A running back in the first round.
Really?
And by the way, running backs never get picked in the first round, except unless you're Saquon Barkley. Who else?
This man took Solomon Thomas at 3.
That's a defensive lineman. They get picked in the first round all the time.
Ronbo. What? Solomon Thomas? It doesn't matter.
We didn't know Solomon Thomas yet. All we know at that time was he's a great defender. The guy could stop the run, and everybody ran on the 49ers that year before. They set a league record running against the 49ers. Every week, the 49ers gave up a 150 to 200-yard game to some running back. Some of those guys weren't anybody special. We couldn't stop the run.
What about Mike McGlinchey? We took Mike McGlinchey in the first round, and he got how many quarterbacks beat up?
Michael McGlinchey was for another reason too. Michael McGlinchey is one of the best road graders in the game, and he actually was. Kyle wanted to run the ball, and McGlinchey fit that profile on his resume.
Okay, Ronbo. Last but not least, your favorite player, Javon Kinlaw. What about him?
Now wait a minute. Don't lay that on me. Oh, you know what? I didn't even know who Javon Kinlaw was. I'd heard about him, and I remember his dad. And before the draft, I was hoping he'd be better. I didn't know it was going to be that bad. Javon Kinlaw was terrible. And especially after we lost to Forrest Buckner, to get him.
Ronbo. And let's not forget the biggest one of them all. Number 5, Trey Lance, with 2 first-round picks.
Yeah, see, that's... Whew, I don't know if we got over that yet.
No, we haven't.
Oh.
You know what, Ronbo?
Yeah.
Let me get an honest shout-out. Y'all gonna see.
Oh, your time was perfect. I didn't know who's on the phone.
Yeah.
Jalen, I'm gonna tell you what, I will tell you, I will.
We're gonna take a running back.
If we do, I'm gonna worship you for the rest. Jalen, don't stop it. You make these things happen. I'm gonna see you Friday.
I don't even know who's on our offensive line right now, Ronbo. It's Trent Williams and a bunch of no names. Cooney, Trent Williams, and some fill-ins.
Jalen, I'll see you Friday. It's gonna be all right. Jalen, wait a minute. Brian has a message for you. He says, "Go have a pack of gummies." Player. Brian, that's not nice. Terrible. Bethel.
Hey, what's up, Rumble?
Wait a minute. Have you ever heard of Peter North? He's a male cheerleader this coming year.
Don't know.
You know, Bethel. One thing about us as a family, when we remember we went through this with the hardball period toward the end there and left, and then of course the Tom Sula period, the Chip Kelly time, and we were the saddest. We were the most, down and out players for such a storied franchise, the San Francisco 49ers, and teams came in and walked over us. Oh, it was ugly, right? Well, I don't see us getting back to that point. Jalen, Bethel, what do you take from what just happened? And are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm okay. Just I guess this is what I think is best for the Niners, and it just they got a hit on the draft, and they have to hit on whoever doesn't get undrafted. And
that's happened every now and then. UDFAs, they come in and look good.
Yeah, so, and then plus, I go, how many times have we seen when we have injured players where we have a bunch of money in the sideline and they're not even playing?
Yeah.
That happened a couple of times already.
Oh, well, it happened last year. Oh, this past season.
Yeah, so, they're kind of fed up of seeing all their money in the sideline, and we don't do nothing because, we're tied to a lot of these players with a lot of big contracts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just realized, in fairness, Trent Williams, okay, yeah, CMC was out, Trent Williams was out. Fred had a broken foot.
Yeah.
George Kittle always plays hurt. Nothing unusual about that, but he still played.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And then plus, if you see, what's one thing that happens when Niners players leave? They get big money in other places. You don't see that. Even though come from an injury, they get good money. Where do you say that from other teams?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why a lot of people usually like to come to the Niners, except Bosa. Bosa, Joey Bosa went over there because he wants a ring over there.
Why did he do that, Joey?
He thinks he could win a ring over there because he's seen that what the Niners are doing,
Buffalo.
and he's all like,
you're right. That was a good move on his part, actually, but I just didn't appreciate him coming. Just go over there in the first place, Sid. Don't come over here and hang out for a few days and then, hey, sorry, guys, I got a phone call I got to take. How much are you saying? I'll be right over.
Yeah.
And he left, like, God.
That's the reason why he got a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't work out, and he sees that, he sees next year, who are the big contenders, then he'll probably go over there.
Wouldn't it be funny?
So he'll get paid, and he has a chance to go somewhere else.
Keep that going as long as he can. But wouldn't it be funny if the 49ers look like we actually got it under control next year? And Joey, hey guys, I was just acting on impulse at the time. I wanted to see if I could get a ring. I didn't know if you guys were ready yet. I got full faith in you now. Can we do that deal? And listen, forget about the 12. I'll take 10. These guys kill me, but it's all about the money. You got to go where you can go. And said, I didn't think about the ring though. Joey is probably chasing that ring too, and he should be at this point in his career.
Yeah, and then plus, what a lot of fans are gonna do later on is say it depends on how much they give Brock Purdy, and they could just blame it on Brock Purdy. They go, hey, we gave all this contract money to Brock Purdy. That's why we had to let go of all these people.
Well, yeah, some people can, but those guys need to be playing. If we got rid of somebody who was healthy, then it'd be something else. But those guys are laid up. Every last guy's on that thumbnail has had injury concerns, except for Juice, and his position just got phased out. So
Yeah, the only problem that Kyle didn't use him enough and didn't basically, gave him the ball when, you should have gave him the ball.
Oh,
yeah.
so many times. He's cruising down
So-
that sideline all by himself.
Yes.
Throw him the damn ball.
Yes.
Ah.
So, there's a lot of things, you could put it, but there's been a couple of teams where they did the same thing that the Niners. It's just that they hit on the draft and they hit on certain stuff. And, that's why, certain teams, stay up and float, make it to a playoffs and stuff like that. So, I'm sorry to say, the Lions are good, definition of, how many people they lost in their defense and their backups and backups and backups. A lot of them, were doing just good enough to, support them to actually still win some games.
Yeah. Well, they got to do better than that. This team might be revived next year. I got a feeling they're going to be a little better than a lot of us even anticipate. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
And like Raymond says, turn it up, man. What you got crying about here? Raymond's right. We don't even know what we're crying about. I wasn't crying. I was just kind of numb.
We could do good. We could do bad. And then plus, remember, last year, we didn't even have enough players to do a joint game. So, that just tells you how many people we had injured before the season even started.
Oh, Bethel, let me see you Friday because it's getting late. I got to take off here.
All right.
Well, I see you Friday.
Prayers,
okay?
I'll go to. Hopefully he goes good. Yeah, and prayers out to him, and hit the lights and let's go Niners.
Thanks, Bethel. Appreciate you, fam. I'll see you Friday.
All
right.
See you Friday, man.
And we got to check out with Steven. I'm sorry. Steven's hold the drink, Steven, because Tony's got to do it. Tony, ATL.
Ronbo, good evening. How you doing, my friend?
Tony, I'm telling you right now, man, I was like shell-shocked for a minute. But, this is why these conversations are very therapeutic that we have. If you saw darkness, there is light. It's not as bad as it would appear. The 49ers got rid of people that weren't playing anyway. So, but free safety Richie Grant. Tony, I can't wait. Talk to me about this.
Well, Ronbo, he was out of position a lot of times with us. He's got nice skills. In college, he had nice skills at Central Florida. He played with at Central Florida. He played with Mike Hughes, our number 2 corner that we re-signed yesterday. But he's found himself out of position a lot of times. He had a couple of interceptions.
As a free safety, though,
when we signed Justin Simmons last year,
where should he have been playing, though?
Richie Grant lost the starting job.
Tony?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry because I missed what you were saying because I was talking over you. Listen, you say he was playing out of position, though. Where should he have been playing?
He plays strong safety.
Yeah.
But a lot of times he bid on pump fakes a lot of times, Ronbo. He wasn't where he was supposed to be in certain situations.
So he's better playing center field than he would be around the box area. Because you said he was strong safety?
I think he's better around the box.
Okay, better around the box. Okay.
Yes, sir. But I saw his contract, Ronbo. You only offered him $1.5 and a $200,000 signing bonus.
Yeah.
I mean, $200,000 guaranteed. So I don't think y'all expect much from him.
Well,
based on the numbers.
Remember the cornerback that we got from you last time, and we couldn't put him in the slot because he got smoked. No,
he just got re-signed by the Jets today, Isaiah Oliver.
Yeah, Isaiah. What? What happened to him?
He got re-signed by the Jets.
Did he? Well, good on him.
Yep.
I feel sorry for him because he came over here to do the job done. Couldn't get it done and left.
Ronbo, I know y'all don't need an inside linebacker, but C.J. Mosley got released by the Jets. He's free.
No, they do. When did this happen?
Tonight. C.J. Mosley tonight.
Okay, I bet you Salah's all over. How old is Mosley now?
I don't know, because he's been in the league a while. It's probably about
He's in his 30s, isn't he?
30, because he played with Baltimore a few years before he went to the Jets.
Yeah. Well, maybe not. But because we don't, Dre Greenlaw left. So I don't know what they're going to do with that. I think the 49ers are ready to groom another linebacker, though. So.
I don't know. I was saying in the chat, ESPN, Fox, NFL Network, everybody saying the 49ers, they lost the most players, 12, and they're rebuilding. And it seems like your fan base is falling into that. I don't think y'all rebuilding because, like you said, probably about 10 of those 12 players were always hurt and never on the field anyway.
Yeah.
And y'all still got talent on the team now, and then the draft's coming up.
And some of the talent's young talent. They got groomed because they got forced into being groomed last year. And we would have never known about them if the players in question that had to leave were laid up. So,
and I'm shocked, Ronbo, that I didn't know DeMarcus Robinson was a free agent. He had a good year with the Rams last year. Now he's on you guys' squad. He was very productive, the wide receiver.
Yeah, they gave him a 2-year contract, 9.5.
So now you got DeMarcus Robinson. You got Ayuk when he comes back.
Yeah.
You got Juwan Jennings.
Yes, my favorite.
You got
Juwan's become my favorite.
Who else? There's somebody else you got.
Yeah. JJ. In fact, JJ may be the people's choice now. But yeah, we got Ricky Pearsall now. We're going to see what Ricky's all about.
Pearsall.
He showed some flashes last year that I was impressed with. So let's see what he looks like now that he really is going to get the ball thrown to him instead of just clearing out.
And y'all got like 10, 11, 12 draft picks too, correct?
Yeah. So, but Tony, what does your situation look like? Because the fact of the matter is, you guys are holding on to Kirk. Is that right?
We lost Grady Jarrett to the Bears. We lost Drew Dalman to the Bears.
That's right. I saw that clip. I see Grady Jarrett. Grady Jarrett's a big dude. But anyway, I saw him, and Grady Jarrett. I said, hey, that says Jarrett in the back. Oh, my God. Tony must be just going nuts. Oh.
Yeah.
Why'd they let him go? Cap casualty?
The salary cap. And then, I remember Grady Jarrett, I just said thank him for what he's done, the 10 years he was with us. Remember that Super Bowl against New England, Grady Jarrett had 3 sacks.
Yeah, he's busy. Yeah.
So, but then we still didn't cut David Onyemata yet. We still got him. But like I told you in one of your other shows, we drafted Ruke Aurora out of Clemson, same school as Grady Jarrett in the second round last year.
Yeah. Okay.
Defensive tackle, defensive end. And we drafted Brandon Dorless out of Oregon in the 4th round. So we're going to go with the young kids.
Yeah, Tony, have you noticed that's a trend around the NFL now? Everybody's trying to cut them big salaries and get small as possible with the cash. And if you can find a rookie quarterback that can play, you start him. It's as if the league owners were poor all of a sudden. They've been doing half-ass doing this for the last couple of years, actually. So
I know you guys are cutting money because y'all trying to sign Brock Purdy because he wants upwards of 50, 55 million, right?
Yeah, I've heard 50 to 55. I don't know if the 49ers offered him, but he wasn't happy with that. But what the 49ers do like to do is come in and lowball you. And it gives them leverage because if they said we're getting him 45, they'll settle if he goes to 50.5 or something like that. I worry about if he goes to 55. I don't know that the 49ers feel like they can handle that without Jed saying things. I just don't. It's hard to understand what they're doing with with Brock. I don't know what they're doing or what they're thinking.
I'm telling you, Chicago did really well.
Did they?
Yeah, signing the center and 2 guards. Trading for the 2 guards and then signing the center. And their right tackle his last name is Wright out of Tennessee. He was their first round pick in 2023. I guarantee you with that 10th pick, they're gonna take one of the top 2 left tackles to complete their offensive line. Kid from LSU or that other kid from I forgot what school. One of those two schools, they're gonna take the left tackle at the 10th pick.
Oh, and they got lots of money. Oh, that's anyway. I think what a player around the league was saying, yeah, they got all kind of money because they were just signing players right and left, right? Yeah, last couple of days. I was laughing because I was thinking the same thing.
And I had a great feeling, and I talked to you on your shows about Justin Fields going to the Jets. I was right.
Yeah.
Well, now Justin Fields is reunited with his college teammate at Ohio State, Garrett Wilson, the wide receiver.
That probably motivate him to make sure they make that deal. Tony, gots to go. And always love when you join the show.
Ronbo, Chicago did really well, and Minnesota did really well in free agency.
Chicago hasn't done that well in years. It seems like they do fairly well. They don't have a lot of needs, though.
No, not now. And the Dallas Cowboys, Texas boy, they ran him out of the chat about 15 minutes ago. They did piss poor.
Wait, I'm going to go Friday. It's not over yet, Tony. All right, we got to go, though. I'm going to see you Friday and see what develops.
Ronbo, don't rule out. I know we got to go. Aaron Rodgers and Pittsburgh are talking, Ronbo.
That's his best place. He'd be a fool not to.
It is. Everything's in place there for him.
Or he retires. All right, Tony.
I'll see you Friday, sir. You have a good night.
Forward to it. You too. All right, Tony.
Take care, sir.
You too. Thanks. And, all right. So this is I'm going to see you Friday, and God knows. You know what, though? We've said enough to each other tonight. We need to know. There is no need to go Chicken Little yet. Wait till the season starts. We need to wait before we start believing we're done. Yeah, I don't think so. They knew what they were doing. They usually do. I know, right? Tongue in cheek. Fam, appreciate thank you for the donations. And fam, think of Smooth tonight. That's too much for one man to endure. It's a helpless feeling. Appreciating and loving somebody like we do with Smooth and having lots to go through this. So make sure the man upstairs as much as you can. See if we can get on Smooth's side. This is hard to believe. Smooth, thinking about your fam ain't tough, Smooth. It's a lot to ask of anybody that's crushing the situation you've been into. Smooth, we'll be when you get back. You get back. We'll be thinking about you. Okay. Hey, don't forget to subscribe before you go. Got a great season coming up. I'll see you Friday.